This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich. They quote all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Coogan's go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and the summer of fun continues here for the drill. Hicken calls it the summer of fail. I disagree to that point, but there is nothing but tasty success today as the boys have put together a little breakfast party here at the Metro Diner on Bay Meadows. And if you were fortunate enough to win your spot into a free breakfast on us this morning, we'll see you a little bit later. Meanwhile, we will come at you with our award-winning infotainment through these final dog days of summer, right? We point towards the Jaguars opening camp at the end of the week. Major League Baseball pauses. There'll be an all-star game tonight. We had the home run derby last night, and that's where we're going to start, not with some mammoth shot off the bat of an up-and-coming star. Now, let's take you to the final 20 seconds of last night's national anthem, if we could. Thank you, Gibby.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ooh. That's a country singer, Ingrid Andress. Now, by country singer, do we mean that's how she makes her living? We got any Ingrid Andress fans out there? Can I get any deets on Ingrid Andress and last night's national anthem? What, channeling her inner Carl Lewis to get us home and into last night's fireworks show that was won by, gosh, a long shot, Teoscar Hernandez. If you had Teoscar Hernandez in your home run derby pool, there's your winner. Look. Here's the deal with the home run derby and me. Gibby, where are you at on the home run derby? You're a baseball guy. Good morning, friend. I'm sorry you can't be out here eating chicken and waffles with us today.
What? All right. No, I enjoyed it. Bobby Witt came within 3 feet of tying it for the home run derby last night. He missed the last home run by a couple of feet, but no, I enjoy it. I wish Ohtani would do it. I wish Judge would do it. These guys have done it in the past, but it would be as good as it can be if guys like Ohtani and Judge did it. It's a lot like the slam dunk competition. It's fun. It's entertaining, but you wish the big stars, the biggest of stars, would do it.
Is it a total old man vibe if you find it to be boring? I'm into the I can only take so many 427-foot shots to left center. There's got to be a way to speed it up, man, for me. You know what I wouldn't mind? And again, they're not changing it. It's a massive hit, by the way. I'm not trying to be that guy. It's perfect midsummer fare. It just draws out a little too long for me. And so if a perfect home run derby for me, this isn't a suggestion. It's certainly not the direction the home run derby is going to go. I'd rather see 30 guys get 5 swings, and whoever hits the longest ball is your home run champ. All right, just give me the 30 biggest swingers in Major League Baseball. They have to wear themselves out. They don't have to swing 150 times in 2 hours. Just let them take their biggest whack, and whoever hits it 484 is this year's home run derby winner. As it stands, it has, and you hit on a point, it's the same point that has ultimately cost the slam dunk contest so much of its appeal, and it's that the stars don't do it. if the home run derby last night was, Judge and Soto and Ohtani and, the best home run hitters in baseball that also align with baseball's biggest stars, probably have, a little more to it. Not probably, it would. It would have more to it. But as it stands in its format, and they tried to kind of speed it up last night and not just take a million whacks within the context of your time clock. There was a pitch count that was involved as well, and as they pared it down, there was, like Gibby said, a little drama there at the very end. But Teoscar Hernandez of the Dodgers, who was kind of, to put this in like a baseball context, really just kind of an offhanded signing by the Dodgers this offseason. And if you remember back to the beginning of the year, how hot Teoscar Hernandez started. I mean, that dude had like 8 homers in the first 30, 40 games of the year. And look, some guys, and Hernandez is probably far enough along knowing how Major League salaries balloon that he is fine. But that $1 million that you take home for that thing last night, that's not chump change, right? I know a lot of times these guys will sometimes even immediately donate to charity. I guess if there were a storyline as far as the home run derby goes, Peter Alonso, the former Gator, the New York Met, polar bear, Dan calls him, and everyone does. Massive fail last night. Massive power failure. Had a blackout in New York City last night, and Alonso, I'm not even sure he got to 10. He may be the only one in single digits. The Braves had a rep. That was Marcell Ozuna. He was kind of middle of the pack. I think he ended up hitting like 15, 16 home runs. That early number to advance from the 8 to the 4 was like 18, 19 homers. And you got left with kind of like the bottom of the draw, really, except for Witt. Witt was one of the favorites, the young player out of the Kansas City Royals, whose father, played a lot of his career with the Texas Rangers, who is the host city of the All-Star Game in last night's home run derby. So those were just some of the storylines around the All-Star Game last night. If your eardrums didn't shatter and you fell into some sort of coma after watching the national anthem to get things started. So what did I say her name was? Ingrid Andress. Carl Lewis, move over. You, Roseanne Barr.
I thought of Roseanne, to be honest, and Carl both.
Yeah,
that was rough.
We had one of these. We had a bad anthem recently in the last year. I don't remember what it was for, but I remember us having this conversation and he pulling up some of the previous terrible anthems. But yeah, last night got awful screechy. Awful screechy. You guys thought Bronny James wasn't having a good summer league. Hey, y'all don't pay attention, man. Bronny last night, 1 for 5. He had 2 points. I believe he's 0 for 15 now in summer league play from behind 3. But he's a winner. Yeah, Bronny took home the Summer League Call of Duty tournament prize. Maybe that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? The Summer League having a Call of Duty tournament sounds fun. The guy that got a guaranteed multi-million-dollar contract because of his birth certificate, winning the $10,000 prize, we're 0 for 15. Maybe the Call of Duty ought to be head to the gym for a couple hours. Just a thought. SEC Media Days have gotten underway, and our live coverage, 1010XL, from Dallas. That's right. We sent the SEC Media Day to Dallas, but our coverage on that, live coverage, begins today. What's the schedule for today, Gibby, as far as the 1010XL Bonanza?
So I believe, I'll check on this, but Helmets and Heels, Mia's going to be live from there with their show at noon, so they'll have a lot of coverage beginning at noon today.
Okay, and of course the Frangie Show in the afternoon anchors things down. Billy Napier speaks tomorrow. Kirby Smart speaks today, so look forward to those interviews as they happen live. And then, of course, we will gather and select for you as we go through the drill this week. So many intriguing storylines in this conference. It's a good week for the SEC Media Days to be here, and I mean it from this standpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, today we rest on our infotainment abilities. Maybe the slowest day in sports. Let's don't kid ourselves, right? We had a home run derby last night. There's no regular season Major League Baseball. The British Open will start at the end of the week. The training camp is coming at the end of the week. We got a lot coming Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. And then, boy, we're full bore into Jaguars training camp by this time next week. But today, Tuesday, July 16th, maybe as slow a day when it comes to sports news as there will be all year. Thankfully, the SEC Media Days, for the format that we're doing here as we kick it around over breakfast at the Metro Diner on Bay Meadows, the SEC is so thick. I mean, juicy. You take a bite out of the SEC Media Day, and the juice runs at the corner of your mouth and down over your chin. I could pick 12 of the 16 schools and have an interesting 10-minute conversation about them in some form or fashion. From Texas and Oklahoma entering the league this year to the godfather of the SEC stepping down and turning over the reins. By the way, Nick Saban, welcome to our world. Did you see what happened to Saban yesterday at Media Days?
No.
So Saban is getting ready. He's got work for ESPN. You probably saw some of his commentary there on ESPN. By the way, we've got some Nick Saban for you. Now out of the catbird seat as coach and into the ivory tower as a member of the media, he gives us his prediction on the SEC favorites this year. By the way, you could put him in Captain Obvious suit, right? I think that, and we're going to get there as we continue this conversation, there's pretty clear two favorites in the SEC going into the 2024 season. But anyway, so Saban is there working for ESPN. He's all ready to go. He's got his tie on. He's got his credential around his neck. That's right. That's what us media boys got to do. We got to wear that lanyard. And then so Nick gets ready to leave the room and says, TV guy now, I don't like this tie. I want to change this tie. Goes back in, takes stuff off, puts his new tie on. Tie, looks good. Yeah, I'm the king, man. I'm the Don. Let's go. Let's roll. Walks out the door, goes down, proceeds to get into the SEC Media Days without his credential. They send him right back upstairs. I'm sorry, we can't let you in, sir. Welcome to our world, Nick. By the way, look.
He didn't play the "You Don't Know Who I Am" card.
Give him credit, right? Listen, one day at these SEC Media Days, son, there'll be a statue of me. There's my ID. Listen, we're not talking about, Will Muschamp sneaking his way in. I mean, this guy is the Don of probably the best SEC coach in history. It probably is. With all due respect to Bear Bryant, Steve Spurrier, and some other greats, it's Nick Saban. And the fact that just like 6 months removed from stepping down, can't just waltz into the SEC Media Days. I promise you this. If that thing was in Hoover like it's supposed to be, they had to carry Nick Saban in on a caravan from the Egyptian times. They'd have fed the man great credential. I don't need your stinking credential. Meanwhile, there was a Saban and his thoughts on this year's SEC season, a season that I'm sure the rest of the league is thankful Nick Saban won't be on the sidelines as an opponent. But the former Bama coach and credential-less media member was asked who the SEC favorite is.
I think Georgia has a really good team. I think Texas has a really good team, but I also think there's 6 or 7 teams in the SEC who could be playoff teams. So if you take all that into consideration and these people are all playing each other, it's hard to know exactly who's going to come out on top. I mean, it's almost like musical chairs, trying to predict who's going to sit down first. So I think it's because of the structure of the conference now with 16 teams and the kind of schedule you got to play and no divisions, all those things are going to, sort of weigh into who has the most success. And it always, happens that if you can stay healthy and you're lucky and the good players on your team stay focused on what they need to do, that's going to help you be successful. So a lot of factors go into making a prediction like that right now.
All right, more from SEC Media Days when we return. Nick Saban, right? Wouldn't the pro counterpart, if you think of Nick Saban, isn't there one guy that would immediately jump to your mind? Bill Belichick, right? And these guys at the same time over this same era were dominating. They had coached together, right? Maybe you saw the NFL Network, the hour-long sit-down they did with Belichick and Saban, right? So they're each now has retired at the same time or stepped down, and one retired, one we'll see. I imagine the retirement's going to sit well with Bill Belichick, each now into the media. Nick Saban was in the news yesterday. So was Bill Belichick. The reason? Hold on to your hat. Get into that when we come back on the other side. More from SEC Media Days. Let's continue to take our pre-camp look at the Jags. And yesterday we kind of talked about that receiver position and how it's okay for that to make you nervous. And I want to clarify maybe the overall tone of that conversation when we come back on the other side as well. We're at the Metro Diner today. Hey, look, I'm sorry if you weren't among the chosen few. You know, we had a contest. We rented out the back room here. Just kind of our appreciation to y'all for being so much part of what we are here. And by the way, it doesn't mean you can't stop by. Be a regular paying customer. Peek your head around into our private room and say hello. But, yeah, just a thank you to all y'all. I know some of our friends and clients and sponsors will be here this morning as well. We eagerly await the Hicken arrival coming up at 7 o'clock. We got brunch with the tour today. Stewie Moore probably happy. He'll get off the hook for breakfast for at least one Tuesday. We'll preview the final major of the year and the British Open, which is coming up this weekend. So our normal Tuesday conversation at golf about golf will take place this time over chicken and waffles. We're live at the Metro. It's Catlin Chuck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us here on a sunny, or it looks like it'll be sunny. Don't want to speak too soon. On a Tuesday morning, we'll just leave it at that. Back with more next. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Florida State. Subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel, up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and more. Plant the spear and subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles channel today.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, we all think kind of like this, I think. We pay lots of money monthly. Sometimes we add up those numbers in our head. If something happens and we need you immediately. That's what Craig and Chris Kaprowski do. This husband and wife team have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. If something happens and you need the Kaprowskis, you call them, they answer, and they jump on the case immediately. If they can't, they'll call you right back. It's called customer service. And it's something the Kaprowskis don't take lightly. You don't have to leave them messages over and over again. Whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, the Kaprowskis will be there for you at your time of need. How do I know? Because I can speak personally from this. They've helped me. They've helped my daughter. They've helped my son numerous times. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprowski at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprowski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com or call 478-8422. 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprowski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
Do the garber wiggle, 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 garber wiggle. If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle with lifetime warranty, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Best price, best payment, best trade-in value, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. With a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there is always a little room for wiggle.
Garber Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Garber Wiggle.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on-site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bolt difference. Visit BoltCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoltCityAC.com.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spend just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
I'm Patrick Young, inviting you to the Florida SBDC's Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. If you're ready to learn, network, and be inspired, I'll be delivering a keynote message you won't want to miss. Secure your spot today by registering at floridasbdc.org. Hey, there's no time to waste. Right now is the right time. I hope to see you at the Small Business Success Summit in August.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
This is big-time ball season.
1010XL takes you to SEC Football Media Days.
They'll have something unique to bring to the game.
Players, coaches, college football insiders. Brought to you by Southern Steer Butcher and Underwood Jewelers.
I love this game. I live this game.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest, so everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the Water Boy at waterboyjack.com.
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That's a little different. I've never won a credential in my life and was always for 17 years able to get into SEC Media Day without a credential. I had to go back to the room today and get my credential to get in. So that's one of the biggest changes I see. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah, been there, done that, Coach. I feel you. That's Nick Saban. Credentialist yesterday at the SEC Media Days before getting down to business. The boys here are on Coughlin time, man. 6:30 to 8. What time do you get here? 6:20. So shout out to the 6 o'clockers as we get you up and going on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're at Metro Diner. Well, you got 6 or 8 here already among the lucky winners. Going to get free breakfast on us, and we'll do the show all day here. Sticky from Chicken and Waffles at some point. Mentioned Bill Belichick, kind of the pro counterpart of Nick Saban. It's felt like for these last 15 or 20 years. We had an interesting thing unfold on the red carpet at the ESPYs. Gibby, did y'all talk about this on Friday when I was off last week?
We did not. No. What happened?
You know who the red carpet host was at the ESPYs this year?
Who?
It was Cam Newton, right? And
Okay.
Cam Newton played for who at the end of his career? Played for Bill Belichick, right? Did you guys see this? So Cam Newton is the red carpet host at the ESPYs. Mac Jones, now a Jaguar, another former Bill Belichick quarterback, was on the red carpet, and he was stopped by Cam Newton to chat it up a little bit, and then was taken aback by the first question that Cam Newton asked him. His thoughts on Bill Belichick's new girlfriend. Have y'all seen this one? Anybody know how old Bill Belichick's new girlfriend is? Want to take a guess? Huh?
Probably 20-something.
23, bro.
Wow.
23.
And he's what? What is he, 70-something?
72.
Yeah.
I've heard of May-December romances. This is a Y2K 1800 romance. That's what this is. So anyway, imagine Mac Jones. You're strolling into the ESPYs, looking to have a good time, celebrate with the rest of your peers and the athletes and the award winners. And Cam Newton says, I have to ask this first. Former coach, dating choice right now. What are we doing? Do we approve? He asked Mac Jones. This is, by the way, the smartest answer that an athlete is going to give all year. When he was asked that question on the spot, you know what he said? I need your opinion first. Good move. And so Cam, I don't know if y'all know this, Cam not real shy on opinion. And so Cam says, I'm like, no, I don't approve. I'm not even going to lie. But just to see him doing what he's doing is like, yeah, no. And Mac, hey, bro, it's good, right? It is what it is. So there you go. That's our backup quarterback enjoying themselves on the red carpet. That'll be more heat than Mac faces all year in the pocket. Although with this offensive line, maybe I speak too soon. Going to circle back to some SEC Media Day talk here in just a second. You heard Nick Saban as that festivity got underway yesterday, now out in Dallas. We're going to switch back, though, to a little bit of Jaguar talk. And, yesterday, I started with receivers because, for me, it's receivers. But the reality of the questions that surround this football team with training camp opening at the end of the week, the reality is there are a lot of questions. And I say this because, man, I can go to 3 or 4 different places, and I can use today as a perfect example, the season of lists, the season of opinion, the season of columns, okay? I'll use this as the example. Today, separate one on PFF, a position each team should address here as camp gets going. Right. Well, so in other words, that would imply to me, what's your biggest weakness still, right? Or what needs to be fine-tuned? And so CBS Sports, as they're doing their training camp preview everywhere, looks to the Jaguars. And when it comes to filling a void or an offseason question wasn't answered good enough. They say, did they do enough to improve the O-line? Valid question. Something that we've talked about. Wasn't what I brought up first and foremost in my mind yesterday, the receiver position. And again, I do want to say, and I said this before, I want to clarify what I said yesterday. I'm not saying those guys can't do it. I'm on the fence on that. I'm not saying Gabe Davis can't go catch 70. I'm not saying that a rookie receiver in today's NFL can't catch 80 balls. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying that's probably a bigger question than just expecting it, than assuming it. So let's move from the receiver position we talked about yesterday. And now here is CBS Sports telling us that the O-line needs to be better. And among other things, they write the Jaguars believe injuries and a lack of continuity were the main reason the O-line struggled. But to address those issues, they signed Mitch Morse. And then this writer, personally, I think the Jags O-line will be better this year. But the Jags need to stay healthy, and it's still a question mark. Okay. Well, what is this? PFF. One position each team should sign as they head into training camp. Well, we talked about receiver yesterday. I mean, it's at least qualifies as a mini question. And, well, here's CBS Sports telling me the O-line is still a question. So probably be decent if I go to this column and, let's spin the wheel and hope maybe it's one of these two positions. I don't want to add something else to the equation. And what does Pro Football Focus think the Jaguars need to sign as we get going into training camp, or a position that needs to be upgraded before the season started? Cornerback, because of course it is. So, it's real easy in the offseason to put your shortcomings behind you, to write them off and dismiss them. And by the way, I like it this way. It's what's beautiful about sports. You don't want to start every season like we have too many times around here, just flat out knowing we got no chance, right? But there are still some lingering questions that training camp won't answer, but maybe at least we'll perhaps to start to see some of the potential impact there. This isn't necessarily a question, but a storyline that could emerge. Like, we could look back at the middle of the season and say, wow, that was a really bigger storyline than we thought. And in fairness, it's because the Jaguars, coaching has been, it's come across as haphazard based on the results. We've never gotten super fired up about this offensive coordinator or this defensive coordinator. Most of the time, we end up in angst over this offensive coordinator or this defensive coordinator. But changing a coordinator is a big deal. It's a new mindset. It's a new strategy. It's taking the chess pieces and moving them differently than they've been moved. Now, certainly the personnel has changed to a degree on the defensive side of the ball, and the D-line, they took a lot of effort to upgrade that, both through the draft and free agency. But Ryan Nielsen, as a new defensive coordinator, gives you at least the unknown of packaging these guys up and bringing them from a position or from a strategic advantage that, look, there were many problems with last season, and the defense falling apart in the second half of the year certainly was among us. We saw Joe Flacco light us up. We saw Baker Mayfield light us up. So, a new defensive coordinator with the emerging pieces they have in place, particularly at DN, right? The addition of Armstead, maybe it does leave you with PFF's recommendation, or at least question, and that would be the cornerback position and just what kind of shape it is in heading into training camp, which, again, man, it's here. I mean, the rookies report at the end of the week. By this time next week, we'll have a full squad out there, and now we're just 3 weeks out from a preseason opener, and, we're gonna get on skates here and get moving. All right, let's move it over to the SEC Media Days real quickly, and in Dallas, we'll come back with a football fix. I said this before. This is a good week to have SEC Media Days. This is a good day to have SEC Media Days with the rest of the sports world, for the most part, shut down. There are a lot of storylines, man. And you could dig into 10 or 12 teams in the SEC and have a legitimately interesting 5 or 10-minute conversation. I think a couple of those guys were on display yesterday. Called a Special K morning at the SEC Media Days, where Lane Kiffin of Ole Miss and Brian Kelly of LSU both took their turns at the podium. I saw the preseason odds to win the SEC. And you heard Nick Saban, talk about Texas and Georgia. And, look, we can all go with that pick. That seems like a pretty informed one, right? But third best odds to win the SEC, Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin, who is obviously, this isn't a fun, festive SEC media days for Lane Kiffin. He lost his dad, over the weekend. Monty Kiffin had a big-time impact on NFL defenses in his time as a coordinator there. And so Kiffin took the opportunity to address his dad's passing.
It's not really the place or the time to go into a lot on this. That'll be Saturday in Tampa. And, so I'll just say one thing. I've talked before about being my hero. I had a high school neighborhood friend, really middle school friend. And he said hero's not really the right term for him. It's superhero. And that's what he was to the people that he touched.
Well, so Ole Miss will start their season, I'm sure, with a dedication to Monty Kiffin. Again, big-time, full football life for Monty Kiffin. A lot of success over the course of his coaching career. And now Lane Kiffin, who certainly started right as that temperamental, almost brat. Right? Isn't that what it felt like Lane Kiffin was when he started his coaching career, bouncing around from tarmac to tarmac, program to program? And then his time under Nick Saban, he seemed to level, right? Went to FAU for a cup of coffee and on at Ole Miss. And it's really quite remarkable that in a 16-team now SEC that includes a ton of power programs, at least here as we start in the preseason, Vegas says Ole Miss, third best chance to win the ACC. So he's built that program. They had a great transfer portal. I think I've seen Ole Miss among the top 3 in the transfer portal. He stocked at the ever-important quarterback position. Can Ole Miss overcome, quite frankly, the DNA? Ole Miss is one of those few programs that over the course of that SEC championship game, they've never been to one. Never made it to Atlanta for an SEC championship game. Mississippi State has. Arkansas has. Ole Miss never has. We'll see. Then there's LSU, and Brian Kelly thinks that this is the team that can really make a step, which is sometimes strange to say because you're losing the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. But I did think about this. If the program's being built the right way and you have a way better than average coach in Brian Kelly, and I think they do. But go back to the late 90s, and Tennessee had Peyton Manning, right? And Peyton Manning every year had Tennessee positioned as a top 5 potential SEC and national championship winner. We all know the story. Couldn't beat Florida. His career never reached the point of the ultimate payoff, right? Didn't play for it all. Didn't win it all. And in his case, didn't even win the Heisman. And the year after Peyton Manning left, and all of that success by a million miles, the best quarterback in Tennessee history, best player probably in Tennessee history, T. Martin comes in, and what did Tennessee do? They won the national championship. The point being, Jaden Daniels leaving LSU is a big loss, but I would more take what Brian Kelly feels where his program is and where they are overall. And meanwhile, Garrett Nussmeier is no bag of chips when it comes to the quarterback position, and Kelly talked about Daniels' replacement yesterday.
This is his chance. He's waited.
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys stick around. He's been persistent, and I think he's waited for his opportunity. Now, I would say being in a football family, and Doug better than anybody, he's waited for this opportunity because he's come from a football family, and he knows chasing something versus having something in front of him is sometimes better. And so this is his chance, and he wants it badly, and I think that's why he'll have success.
All right, more from SEC Media Days the next couple or 3 days. 1010XL Boots on the Ground in Dallas, and the live show coverage from Dallas in the SEC Media Days will begin today. We've told you Kirby Smart meets the media. Carson Beck, Jacksonville product. Boy, what a year he's positioned to have. They'll both be in Dallas and meeting the media. And you can follow us, by the way, on all our 1010XL social stuff, YouTube. There's going to be, extra bonus stuff that you're not necessarily hearing on the air. So SEC Media Days will get the 1010XL stamp all week long. Billy Napier meets the media here in a couple of days. All right, we're at the Metro Diner today, a little day of giving back. Man, we got a full house already here. Not even 7 o'clock. The Hicken arrival is just around the corner, so get your earplugs in, boys, for that one. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll come back with a football fix, and Gibby, noted Braves historian, I have a question for you. So
Okay.
yeah, put on your
ready.
Braves thinking cap there, and I'll ask you that when we come back on the other side as well. We got a lot to get into today as we celebrate with the masses. Again, chicken and waffles will be in play a little bit later today. I don't know what the Vegas odds say on that, but that's like a minus $20,000 wager right there. Minus 2,000 is where we are on the odds line for chicken and waffles heading this way at some point of the morning. Thanks for being up and adding with us. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 1010XL. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
And it's being brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game taking place tonight in Arlington, Texas. National League against the American League. Paul Skeens, the Pirates rookie phenom, will start for the National League, while Corbin Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner, will start for the AL. The American League are minus 118 favorites. The National League at plus 100, over-under at 7.5 runs. Shohei Ohtani has the best odds to be the All-Star Game MVP. He pays out at plus 800 in front of Aaron Judge at plus 950, Bryce Harper at plus 1100, and Gunnar Henderson at plus 1200. Ohtani also paying out at plus 440 to hit a home run. Aaron Judge pays at plus 500. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
The following people are under the influence of no air conditioning.
Oh, man.
Is it ever hot? I can't get up. My legs are stuck to the chair.
Can guys go through menopause?
Why?
I think I'm having a hot flash.
Don't let no AC happen to you.
Call Duck Air Conditioning, available 24 hours a day, and they'll fix it right the first time. When your AC system needs a repair, it's time to call Duck Air, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Air Conditioning, a division of Duck Rooter.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res, and you and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home, but did you know Zero Res could also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss that they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res is offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forwards. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Matt Hayes here with Mike Dempsey, both continuing to reap the benefits of losing weight with Awaken 180. For me, it starts with sleep. That's right, a full night's sleep every night. Another thing, I haven't been sick in months. No colds, no sinus infections. Mike?
Same thing here. My added bonus is I've lost a few more pounds in free maintenance. Crazy to think the weight not only stayed off since last September, but I don't even think about it anymore. With Awaken 180, keeping it off becomes second nature. I've had my cheat days, I have my cheat meals, but it's not really cheating when the results stay the same.
Awaken 180 isn't just about losing weight. It's about enhancing your life, better sleep, better health, and for me, enjoying golf and swimming without joint pain.
When you're not carrying around 40 extra pounds, your joints surely thank you. Have your joints, your heart, and your scale thanking you too, and do what we did online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen with their energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts, all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound and Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound and Security and automation experts.
Get your morning up to par.
Yes.
With Brunch with the Tour.
Tour news, tips, and inside info brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A.
I made the Professional Golfers Tour.
8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at the Metro Diner. The early wave has made its way in as we have kind of a listener appreciation breakfast going on here today. Hopefully you want to spot in. We'll see you a little bit later this morning as we wow our way through a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We mentioned, my eardrum still recalibrating from last night's national anthem. I guess some of the comparisons are saying Fergie at the 2018 NBA All-Star Game. Anyone remember that one? Apparently that one didn't go real well either. We'll reset that for you as we move along here this morning. I told you as we went to break, Gibby, Braves historian, I had a question for you.
Okay, shoot. What you got?
I'm contemplating tonight's Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Boy, it sure looks like the American League's a lot better. But my question for you is, and I don't expect you to know this exactly. It's more of a point than it is a question, I guess. When's the last time the Braves didn't have a starter in the All-Star Game?
A starter as a position player?
Anywhere. I mean, yeah. Starter as a position player.
Or a pitcher, yeah. We got three. Yeah.
Wasn't it last year they had like 6?
Yeah, we had a bunch.
Or a couple of years ago, maybe it was still Swanson and Freddie. I don't know. They had a year where they had like 6. 1 year, 6 of the starters. But no Braves in the starting lineup. In fact, just one position. This perfectly encapsulates the offensive issues and struggles that Atlanta's had this year. Marcell Ozuna, the only All-Star from the position players. Lopez and Sale initially. Sale's now out and Fried's in, but just one position player. No all-star starters. We've talked a lot about how the Texans have taken over for what the Jags were last year. It's kind of like that's what the Phillies have done to the Braves. The Phillies have the 3 All-Stars and 6 or 7 total and have the best record in baseball. So, anyway, more on the All-Star game, which comes up tonight as we move along live from the Metro Diner on this Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Fire the band. Let's get a football fix in. I want to get back on schedule here, but some news and notes from around the National Football League. Brought to you by the Sharks, jacksharks.com. Tickets for the final home game, which is coming up this weekend, and also the Jewel Creek Golf Club. Tee it high, let it fly. Join me at the home course. The deadline is passed, so T. Higgins is going to either play under that franchise tag or he's going to be dealt. I don't think it's completely out of Dan Hicken demanding a standing ovation, which he did not receive. So good job, Sixers. So the bottom line here with Higgins is, does he get dealt? And he still wants to get dealt. I don't know if he will get dealt. If you're the Bengals, you don't want to deal him. Obviously, you got Joe Burrow, and you're shooting for the moon this year if you're the Bengals. But it's still a question that is going to linger out there a little bit. A former Seminole is now the highest paid at his position. But it's the kicker position. It's Dustin Hopkins. The Browns rewarding him with a new deal that, again, makes him the highest paid kicker in NFL history. Calvin Johnson emotional. He learned yesterday he'd be in the Lions Ring of Honor. Calvin Johnson was a really, really great receiver. It feels like the vetting for his Hall of Fame candidacy did not go through the same filter as everyone else, though. And we looked at this the other day. I mean, like, career numbers are so far below so many other guys in today's pass-happy NFL, but we do know he cut his career very short, and when he was playing was, as good or better than anyone else in the league. So there's just some quick headlines from around the National Football League. We're going to get this thing down to business when we come back on the other side. We got the Hicken arrival. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at Metro Diner here. A little appreciation. The summer of fun continues on the drill. So a quick timeout. We are back with more. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's not set to the frequency. It's right here. Hello. No. Wrong frequency. What's the frequency, by the way?
1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. What Mazda moves you? Find out. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Hey, guys, let me talk to you a little bit about health, about feeling better. I don't care if you got aches and pains that you thought could never go away. I don't care if your libido's been bothering you. You can't sleep. You've had those issues. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe it's chronic fatigue and energy levels. There's so much that can be done. Trust me. And trust my doctor, board-certified Doc Paul Busey at Integra Concierge Medicine. I need you to call and set up your consult with him. Hassle-free, 619-3609, 619-3609. Set an appointment for a time, and guess what? That'll be the time. You'll get your hour. You'll go through what you need to be doing, the kind of plans and treatment options that you have to get back to feeling better. Don't let them hold you down, man. We've been fed. Let's tell you what I've learned in my voyage of discovery here in the last 6 months. We've been lied to, bros. We've been lied to about what's out there, what can make you feel better, what can get you back to those good old days, and get there quickly. 619-3609, Integra Concierge Medicine. Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
All right, gang, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. Me, myself, I am Beach's Dermatology. That'd be Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. Man, they want you to wear the sunscreen. It's so hot outside. That sun can do some damage if you don't put on the screen. You're going out there to the beach, if you're going fishing, if you're going golfing, if you're going to watch your kids play. Man, put on the sunscreen. You know, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, they're great guys at Beach's Dermatology. They've taken care of me for decades, man. They're the best in the business. Dr. Fader, who does the Mohs surgery as well. Super people, ready to help you. They don't want to see you. They want you to take care of your screen. They want you to listen. They want you to wear the wide brim hats. They want you to wear the, long sleeve shirts. They want you to protect yourself. Now, if you do have anything that you see on your skin and it doesn't look normal, just go get it checked out. No big deal. Give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you've played sports or still lead an active life, chances are joint pain is nothing new. This is Dr. George Barry of Barry Orthopedics, and we like to be your option when it comes to taking care of your body and getting back in the game. From shoulders to elbows to hip and knee pain, Barry Orthopedics can diagnose and treat a variety of injuries that are causing you pain. We are Barry Orthopedics and online at barryorthopedics.com. With more than 30 years of experience, our team is here to care for your entire family.
Find out more at barryorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
You could win your share of over $450,000 in cash and prizes at the 5-star Greater Jacksonville Kingfish Tournament. The fun starts July 13th with the inaugural kickoff beach tournament with a $50,000 cash first prize. There's a junior offshore tournament and one for the lady anglers. Best of all, the general offshore tournament winner takes home a 28T contender with twin 200 Yamahas. Register today at kingfishtournament.com.
If the Florida heat is getting you down and you're sweating up a storm, fire up a phone call to Florida Home AC and order an AC tune-up. It's the best way to beat the heat and keep your AC unit working at peak performance. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for their tune-up special and make sure you're primed for the peak of that heat. Florida Home AC, the official AC provider of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and just a phone call away at 777-4300. Order that tune-up today.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Jaguar quarterback Trevor Lawrence goes into training camp next week, acknowledging the new tasks.
We have another set of challenges this year, and we got to build that edge and find that consistency that's going to push us forward this season and get us to where we want to go.
Former Jaguar and current NFL analyst Bucky Brooks, during his podcast, ran down what he terms the team's blue chip players.
The number one player right now is Josh Hines-Allen. When you go to Josh and you watch his game and you look at what he was able to do last year, 17.5 sacks. He's everything that you look for in terms of your lead pass rusher.
Jaguar offensive line coach Phil Rauscher recalls the questions he had this time last year.
At this time last year, there was unknowns that were going into it. The left guard spot was, okay, where are we going with that? There were some injuries that happened there.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
78 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
the best he has.
You know it! Yes, sir! What's up, Metro Diner? Woo! Let's go. Yeah.
You're
Breakfast with Champions today.
That's correct.
Here we are. What's up, fellas? Everybody good? Good to be here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
excited.
good to have you.
Boy, she was horrible.
Yeah, that's not. How
Boy,
do you
ruined the home run derby right there.
How do you get to that point, you think?
4-time Grammy nominated.
But I think we know.
Not winner.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got some auto-tuning.
4 times.
Auto-tuning.
Auto-tuning or gummies.
I've never heard of her.
Gummies or auto-tuning.
I've never heard of her.
Or both.
I've never heard of her. Have you?
No.
How do you win 4 Grammys? I never heard of you.
Did she look a little off?
I
didn't see her. You
I
haven't
didn't see
seen
her.
her.
No, I just
You don't watch
listened.
the Derby.
No, I watched some. It's so
It's
tired.
so long.
Yeah, it's tired, man.
Pete stunk.
Yeah.
Sucked. Sorry, Junibug.
Yeah, it was. He didn't even get double digits, did he?
Got 12.
Oh, did he get 12?
But the old man Joust, it's time for him to go, too. He's like,
oh, the pitcher?
yeah. Look at Dave Joust.
You're blaming the
out.
pitcher, are you?
Well, no. No. I'm blaming everybody. I'm annoyed. I didn't like it. I don't like the Derby anymore. It's lost
Good.
its- it's
Fine.
lost its-
Welcome aboard.
But my guy Teoscar, who I wanted on the Mets,
Yeah.
is continuing his
Yeah.
hot. If I told you at the beginning of the year Dodgers going to win a home run derby,
It wouldn't have been him.
you'd have 5 picks. before
Well,
you
and
did.
also, if you'd have told me who'd be second on the Dodgers in homers, I would also
Yeah.
not say Teoscar.
Lux.
Hernandez.
Yeah. After you go for the 3,
No, I could
you'd
find
pick
5.
other ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what you get in July, though.
Who are the Mets All-Stars? Do you have? I mean,
Pete.
He's
He made it. He made it. Yeah. He
Shouldn't have been Nimmo?
Nimmo or Lindor.
Yeah.
Lindor has gotten screwed. I'm not going to dive into Mets talk here, but Lindor has been
Since when?
has been the best shortstop, arguably as good as anyone in baseball. Last year, your Jack A got the starting
Why's he
nod,
got to be a Jack A?
and this year,
sitting 330.
And this year, Trey Turner gets it, and he hadn't played.
You know what you
more
need to
than
do?
half the year.
You need to be the good team in the NL East. You'll get him in there.
Oh, the boys need to stuff the box a little bit better, but he should get.
No, the one I don't get is I didn't pay that much attention.
Yeah.
What's Profar? A starter?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Our National League team is vastly inferior. When you're throwing Judge and Soto out there,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, and we're throwing Profar out there.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Skeen's only 1 inning. I don't like that. I like to see him go like 3. Go through the lineup.
Skeens will be he'll get.
They said he's
Judge.
one and done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he won't get judged if they don't get a hit.
Oh, he's not third in the lineup.
He's 4th.
Oh. Well, listen, it's good that he's starting.
Yeah, for sure. That's a no-brainer. That gives a little prestige to the game.
But baseball is often no-brainer.
Well, yeah.
Baseball many times does no-brainer stuff.
That happens.
Anyway, it was I didn't watch it.
It's
I can't make
long
it through. Once Pete got eliminated,
Yeah,
I was
same with
done.
me. You know what I do? I DVR. I fast forward to
Did you watch the
Marcel.
other Bear?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He didn't do much
I watched
either.
like the first 2 or 3 guys. I went to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like 9:30 by then.
Yeah.
And then I DVR'd. I got up in the morning and I went to Azuna and I watched him bow out and that was it. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to see these guys. They're 426. There's 413. There's 431.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been to the home run derby about 12 times. You know that? I figure that's how many times I've gone to a major league game and watched batting practice.
Well,
it's not much different.
Well, that game came out yesterday.
How'd you do?
I didn't play.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I saw.
I thought maybe you'd be like
but the
soliciting as a coordinator for someone.
No, I wasn't. But it did come out, and so in honor of that, I did ask our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Let me find it.
Are you getting a kickback from EA Sports?
I am. Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Dreamfinders Homes, 20-plus locations in the Jacksonville communities to serve you. Dreamfindershomes.com for all your
next
information.
week, by the way, it's been the summer fun. We're giving away a new Dreamfinders home. So you all stay tuned for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Did they
It's
tell
terrific.
you about that?
Yeah.
That's not
brand new.
It's about
Hicken's even going to pay the taxes.
It's about this big.
Right, a tiny home.
It's a tiny
Oh,
home.
do you see what they charge for those things?
That's ridiculous.
Like, how do you build like
I
a
don't know.
10 by 8 home and charge $240,000? What are we doing?
I saw a dude.
As a people, what are we doing?
I saw a dude in the city in New York. He was renting out his literally it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you
I
walk
did
out onto
see
the
that.
porch
Yeah.
and there's like a bed
Yeah.
and you can stay there for like $1,000.
$1,000 a month. Yeah, it sounds like a good deal.
I guess. Anyway, EA Sports College Football 25 is out. Haven't stopped playing is one of your choices. Checked it out. Will play eventually or not interested.
Okay, now see, here is where I'm going to go back to yesterday and where I questioned the demo. Okay, I want a show of hands from the room.
Yeah.
Who's already played the EA Sports 2025 college football?
The youngsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two guys.
Yeah.
And these
old
two
guys.
This is how hard we work. We work our guys like Bronny, right? Bronny. Did you see Bronny won the Call of Duty Summer League title? I don't know what's wrong with you.
And he went for
skills.
And he went for 2 points last
1 for
night.
5. 0 for 15 from 3 now.
Oh my gosh! Did you download it at like 4 o'clock when it was available? Pre-download.
Pre-download. Yeah.
You're one of the celebs. You got it early. Yeah, I see. All right.
There
So what was your?
What's the question?
Haven't
again?
stopped playing.
Okay, that's
Checked
low.
it out. By the way, you guys, it
won yesterday by a mile.
I was told it's fire. Is that true?
It's
Is
fire.
it fire?
I mean,
Yeah.
why do you need the quotations?
It's fire. Because I don't know.
Why can't you
I don't
just
know,
say fire?
Because I don't know what it means.
Sure you do.
But it's fire.
Okay.
Haven't stopped playing. Checked it out.
Yes, it is.
We'll play eventually. Not interested.
We'll play eventually. He's going to win by a mile.
Okay, 40%. Not interested, 46%.
See, how can it win the poll? Oh, because of the terrible competition.
Haven't stopped playing, 9%. Checked it out, 5%. So the boys aren't totally into it yet. But yesterday, we're all excited
Again,
about it.
that's because we gave him as competition, Bobby McIntyre, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
We didn't give
it wasn't
a
a real, bountiful selection. Anyway, the kids are excited. What about Brooksy? Did he win the Natty yet? Or
Brooksy's rebuilding Eastern Michigan.
Oh, okay.
That's what he told me.
Okay, starting there.
Because they're one of the worst in the polls.
It's all about accomplishment. Yeah,
so they're rebuilding.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right.
I don't know how it's going.
You know,
he might have been up till 2 because he had to work last night, so he got home at like 11.
Was he? You sure he wasn't playing when you left? Are you
No.
positive? Yeah, he might have been.
Oh, this morning?
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm
might
saying.
have been. Yeah, he might have been up all night.
Good for him.
Yeah.
They just
That's
renamed
good deal.
Eastern Michigan Stadium. Did you see that? Max Crosby donated
that's why I liked it. Max
Is that-
Crosby Stadium.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, good call.
Already he gets a stadium?
Yeah.
Well, that's an awful shallow football legacy you got up there at EMU.
Max Crosby Stadium up there.
Got to get the colors for EMU, please.
What do we got? The EMU is green, aren't
and
they?
white,
Yeah. What's their nickname? Let's do it.
That's a good one, man. I'm
Eastern
good at
Michigan nickname, boys. Who's got it? Anyone? Anyone?
No. Wow.
Anyone?
Did you know already?
No, I don't know. One's the Chippewas.
That's
One's
Central
the Broncos.
Michigan. Yeah, that's Western Michigan. Poor Eastern.
Broncos, Chippewas,
Yeah.
Eastern, maybe the Eagles.
They are the Eagles.
There you go. Winner. Get nothing for it. You know what you get? Chicken and waffles. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much.
Big win.
All
Big
right.
win for you.
All right. All right.
All right, well, there you go.
I feel good.
What's tomorrow's EA Sports
I've come
poll
in
question?
with passion and excitement, so I'm leaving at 7:15.
Wow.
What about that?
Like most days.
Calling it a day.
Usually it's just mentally. Like today, you mean physically?
Emmett Smith is here today.
Nice, good.
See Emmett
Glad
over
to see
there.
him.
He's decked out. Looks a little thinner than he used to be.
He called him
Thicker running back.
Emmett once called him in Donkey Kong Sue.
And Donkey Kong Sue.
He got a little tongue tied.
He did. He did. What happened to your boy?
My boy.
Well, you always claim Jerry Rice, man. Is he having some?
I don't know. He had a little incident at the thing, but
He
did
got
something
all
else
angry?
happen?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Got
mean,
a bad
he went
day.
screaming at some Kansas City dude.
Yeah, and how many years has Jerry Rice been in the limelight?
A lot of years.
How many stories have we heard of Jerry Rice being
It's like
a
the
P?
first one.
Yeah, there you go. Let
it slide?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if a dude has been front and center for 45 years,
Yeah.
and the number of bad stories you've heard about him now numbers 1,
Yeah.
I'll let it slide.
How many bad stories have you had about you?
Oh, God. Ask around the room. No, I will say this, man, and this is fair. We don't know exactly what the interchange was. We don't know exactly how the question was asked.
Nobody lost his mind.
Yeah, but you don't know what the kind of smirky little one of these dudes gave him.
He hates the media.
Yeah, you let these two show up. We're going to send these two over and start asking
These
Josh
two guys?
Hines Allen questions.
Oh, dear. Look at that coffee spilling
That's
on his
good.
table.
I'm
and everything.
passion. There's my passion.
That's good. That's good. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Get you fired up here.
So, no, I'm okay with I don't know. I mean, it wasn't, wasn't ESPN walking up to him, Hick.
Yeah. By the way, I saw he had his surgery.
Finally, it's the immaculate surgery. Yeah.
He had his surgery.
I checked in with him. I don't know. It was kind of maybe it was like, meted up or something. I didn't get a whole lot of response from him.
No. I saw some pictures and such. So hopefully he's doing well. On the mend.
From the booth to the boot.
Yes.
ET's in the boot.
On the mend. So he won't be here today, though.
Well,
I told him to drag him out here.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag him out here, man. We need E out here. He brings the fire.
E at this point, this is my only disappointment and it's not a disappointment. But here's what I would suggest. E, during all his downtime, should be around practicing how to drive his car with his left foot. Just you got to get used to it, right?
Yeah.
I can't have this. I mean, we need our boy back here at some point.
I know.
Yeah, so you got to learn how to. We could all do that if we had to, couldn't we?
There's
how long would that take? About 8 seconds to learn how to do that?
There's some suggesting that E could be out for the entire season.
Well,
I don't know that for a fact.
It's starting to take on a Derrick Rose feel.
It is.
I'm not going to lie.
He's a little bit, you know.
It's starting to take on a Kyler Murray feel.
He caught a lot of flack last
like.
week on the air. He finally called in. He couldn't take it anymore.
I hear, like Kawhi's in New York right now, getting a fourth opinion.
He might be.
It's taking on a Kawhi feel. It's getting a feel to it.
I truly am hurt, he keeps saying.
We kid because we care.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah.
Look at the food coming in.
Golly, it looks good.
Anyway, we should tell the Googans that are here that we tricked them and that they are actually paying.
It's on you.
We just wanted to get you guys out here.
It's
it's actually you all are paying, so we appreciate it.
You're registered for the new house.
It's the Dan Fund. The Dan Fund.
Sure. Yeah, you bet. You know what I've noticed? This is the first one, Hick. We'll have brunch for the tour later, and this isn't a long conversation.
Yeah.
This is it's the first time that it's happened, okay? And I'm not saying it was a big wave of buzz.
Yeah.
It's the first time the Tiger takes a practice round, and there's a collective yawn from the sports world. No buzz.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me he was looking good.
No.
Okay.
That's my point. You're not getting is he looking good, is he looking bad?
The only thing you got was Colin Montgomery kind of getting after him a little bit.
About?
He should retire.
Yeah.
And then Tiger
Was that with or without his sports bra?
And then Tiger sort of popped back on him. Tiger told him, look, I'm exempt till 60. He's not.
There's a lot of, window bug trash talk that shouldn't occur.
Yeah.
Colin Montgomery and Tiger Woods, that is not a trash talk opportunity.
It happened.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. Nobody expects him to
There's
do
no
anything.
buzz. It's not the expectation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about no buzz.
I mean, this is who he is, though. He's going to play the majors.
He had buzz.
And
this is the first one in his career. He's at a major. There's no buzz.
No buzz. No buzz.
And there'll also be maybe like an 81 on Thursday and a WD.
Oh.
Do they offer this odds to WD? He's due for a WD. It's been a while.
Am I in last place now, Gibby, or is Pross?
What? How could I be
in brunch
not
for the
in
tour?
last?
Let's check it out real quick. Hang on.
What did you do last week? Didn't you have one of those?
I didn't have any of the big
You didn't have anyone?
I had some. I made a little bit, but I didn't make a lot.
I had that third place tie.
I just want to know if I'm getting Scotty Scheffler or not. That's all I really want to know. Am I getting Scotty Scheffler or are you getting Scotty Scheffler?
I was surprised that Scheffler didn't play the Scottish.
I know. Hey,
John has figured this up for us, and Prosser, you slightly are in last. Hicken is second to last. Stewie second, and a combination of me and ET is still first.
Well, listen, I had Scheffler for the U.S. Open, and it didn't work. So
That's
if
true.
anybody can mush him, it's your boy here.
All right.
So,
we got to take a break.
But he will be the first pick. We want to go ahead and alert the league.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe put out a press release. Scotty Scheffler has been selected number one in today's Brunch with the Tour draft.
Is Stewie coming over here?
Stewie's
Stewie's
afraid
he's
of
calling.
Yeah.
He's put
Stewie
on,
wouldn't want you
he's
to see
put on
him.
another 5 since last week. He does not want to be seen in public.
Oh, no,
I'm
you
just saying.
didn't.
Yeah.
No,
and
you
I say
didn't.
that because the rest of us don't give a bleep.
Yeah.
Stewie does.
Yeah.
He does.
All right, man. Well, let's take a break. We're rocking
It's
the
Cat
roll.
the Truck Accessories
Metro
Tuesday.
Diner Breakfast with Champions, man. I'm excited.
Back with a 10-minute drill next.
Yeah.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Now, some dealers charge more than sticker, but not Nimnick Buick GMC. They never charge above MSRP. The Nimnick family of dealerships have been serving Northeast Florida for over 81 years, and they're committed to giving back. Search Nimnick Cares on YouTube to learn about how Nimnick gives back to this great community. There's a reason I've been buying cars from Nimnick for years, because they've been doing business the right way. So stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. No one cares more about their customers before and after the sale, and nobody knows that better than me. That's why I always buy from Nimnick. That's Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. No. We don't really fix golf tees. We just want you to have some fun around the game we all love. Golf Tee Repair is just a Jacksonville company making affordable golf wear for For Jacksonville dudes who love to play. Yeah, we got polos, T-shirts, hats, hoodies, man. You got to see it to believe it, though. So go to golfteerepair.com and check them out. All natural materials, comfortable, breathable clothing. golfteerepair.com. You'll love it. Perfect to wear this summer and into September when you're at football games and you're comfortable in the heat. And don't forget to check out our repair kits. Perfect for your golf bags. golfteerepair.com. Terrific. Forever.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes and Summers here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. Look, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan. So do what I did and plan ahead with expert AC tune-ups from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. Fenwick has you covered with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book your expert tune-up today and avoid costly breakdowns tomorrow. Plan ahead instead of hoping for the best. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we love to give out a prize pack. None of you are eligible for more free stuff.
That's correct.
So stay off your phones.
Gotten enough from us.
What are we giving away, Gibby?
We have got a floral arrangement delivery from Kuhn Flowers and also a 4-pack of tickets to the Jacksonville Sharks' final game of the season. Comes up against Quad City on Saturday.
Can I ask you a question? It's not like the top percolating sports comment of the morning. This may be the slowest day in sports.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Jacksonville proper has our infotainment ability.
Thank God.
So we can just have a normal Tuesday morning.
Yes.
But, I mean, for the
there
rest
may be, just so the Googans understand, when this doesn't happen often, but there may be a point in the show today where I look at Jeff and he looks at me and we both go,
Yeah.
That could happen.
It could.
It could. What's your question?
You know what job I'd like to have? Because apparently it takes no rhyme or reason.
What's that?
I'd like to be responsible for putting together the Team USA basketball roster every year.
Okay, well,
because I just don't understand what they do. I don't understand how they do it, the decision they made. Like, I don't understand the world where a position comes open and you take Derek White over Jaylen Brown.
That's terrible.
I don't – you see what I'm saying?
Well, here's how they tried to couch it, too. They said, well, Derek White will understand when he's not playing. You got 12 starters there. What about the other guys? They don't understand when they're not playing. I mean, it's all the same. I mean,
again, listen – Jalen Brunson should be on the team. I mean, there's 1,000 arguments you can make, but this one is just so stark. First of all, Jaylen Brown should have been on the first, but there should not have been a replacement issue. Jaylen Brown should have been on the team. Brown and Tatum should be on the team. They should have been on the team before anyone fell off the team.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown should be in over Halliburton. Jaylen Brown should be in over Drew Holiday. I mean, there's 3 Celtics on the team, and Jaylen Brown's not one of them.
Not the NBA Finals MVP.
I don't understand.
Or the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
Like, it'd be different. Look, sometimes they quietly, low-key don't want to be in.
Right.
They put the word out.
No, he wants to be in.
He wants in.
Yeah.
I don't.
Did you see him get caught on tape with his girlfriend last night?
No.
So
Where?
What game was he at, John? He was at a game. He was sitting in the stands.
It was a summer league game. I don't know which one is that.
He wasn't mic'd up. Were they reading his lips?
They were reading lips.
Okay, so they caught him reading his lips, and he says, "I don't think Bronny's a pro."
Yeah.
And then his girlfriend chimed in. Well, won't he be in the G League? He goes, "Nah, he'll probably be with the Lakers anyway because of the name."
Well,
it's just whatever.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, but anyway, back to him. He's around basketball. He's responded a couple times cryptically on social media when White got in, and
and now you try to stir
the
up.
rumor is the shoe deal. The rumor is
again.
That's the rumor.
I know, but what kind of silliness? That's not fair.
That's what they say. I'm a Puma guy.
I mean, Jaylen Brown makes $55 million a year. You should just tell him I'll play barefoot for a year. Then I don't know how much Puma pays him or whatever it is, but
I think he's $60 million.
Whatever.
$60 million.
Be an NBA player again. No, I think Tatum is the 60.
Tatum's 70. Tatum hit 70 at the end of his deal.
Inflation. I'm talking about right now, though. When it came out, I remember Jaylen Brown got $55 million, and you said, wow. But anyway, just as from a basketball standpoint, dude, could you argue a top 10 player in the league?
Yeah.
You got to beg your way on? Yeah, I got Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry again.
They love that guy.
What does he do that I don't, though?
Defense.
I could play defense if you ask me to.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's a better player.
I say this, they kind of struggled a little bit last night.
Well, was it Australia?
Yeah.
They made a run. They got
they had a big lead
a couple times. So.
Yeah, and they ended up winning by 15. Struggle's a relative term, but that team is so good. You know what's so funny?
It'd be
how
disgraceful
the narrative changes?
if they didn't win.
Forever, the reason we didn't win was because of the perimeter game.
Yeah.
Because these European, they moved around, they hit threes. And now I'm being told.
In the paint.
Yeah, now if you're going to be successful in international basketball, it's got to be in the paint.
In the paint.
Wait, what? So, in other words, international basketball just does the opposite of what American basketball is doing, whatever the trend is.
This team has a boatload of future Hall of Famers. But this is not like –
This isn't the dream.
This isn't the dream.
No one will ever touch the dream team.
We looked at the dream team's margin of victory during the tournaments, and especially
in fairness,
the other basketball wasn't as good.
Yeah, there was no Jokic
like Canada
lingering around the
Canada
world.
had like some of these countries have 10 NBA players on their roster,
and that was never. Well, first of all, the NBA didn't even. So a lot of those countries didn't even put their players here.
Correct.
So,
like Canada is not. Canada has a good team.
What odds would it take for you to pick U.S. not to win gold? Like, do you think there's a chance? Or do we need to see more of these prelims?
No, I mean,
this wouldn't be the first time they disappointed and surprised.
It would be bad.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly confident they're going to win.
I am too.
Yeah,
I am too.
If they didn't win, it would be bad. It would be not. It would be, I don't want to say disgraceful, but it'd be close.
So SEC Media Days are, on in full now. I thought
Georgia goes today.
Yeah, I thought the most interesting thing yesterday was Nick Saban. Welcome to our world, buddy.
Couldn't get his credential.
Yeah.
He had to go back and get it.
Yeah, I had to go back and get it. Change ties. You got to look good for TV.
I tell you what,
forgot to put it back on.
He's going to be good on TV.
Oh, sure he is.
He's going to be
good.
He
He's
already
very good.
is.
Yeah.
Like, he quipped, like, see with Feinbaum?
No.
Feinbaum was talking about how it's been the worst 6 months of his life because Saban's gone and, doesn't give him anything. And Saban just came right back and quipped, well, he spent 17 years trying to ruin my life, so I guess we're even. I mean, just
Feinbaum?
Yeah, just good stuff, like right off the rip. Man.
He's always been pretty quick.
He'll be good.
If he wanted to be.
He'll be good.
Did you guys hear what he said about Texas?
He said
Saban?
the SEC ain't going to run through Texas.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. He said the SEC ain't running through Texas.
And then he should have
He
should have followed up, and this is the last time we'll be here.
Yeah. Huh? We're moving back.
Let me ask you this. If the SEC
to Greenbow, Alabama.
If they were in Hoover, Dan, do you think Nick would have needed a credential?
No.
What you think?
Nick wouldn't need a credential in Hoover.
Walk into the Hyatt over there in Hoover, you think they're going to say,
he wouldn't need a credential.
Coach, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just doing my job. I'm going to need a credential.
Yeah, no credential needed there. No credential needed there. But, yeah, but he'll be good. He'll be real good on that show. And
which show is he on?
Well, he's going to be on.
Is he on game day?
Yeah. He's taking
Corso's spot?
Corso
should never be on TV
shifting back
again.
now, way back.
I love the man. He's beautiful.
He's great.
You know.
But he's 88 years old.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably do the headgear.
Yeah.
And keep that, and that'll be about it. Maybe one set. But they have now. It's so spread
Here's
out.
how Lee may. I'm too macabre. Never mind.
Yeah.
See, I do have a filter.
McAfee is still not signed back with them. So
I told you before, I don't watch a ton of game day.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like you said, if the Gators were good, we'd be watching.
Although you should watch more game day now because, Gators play every game at noon these days, it feels like. So it ought to be a natural lead-in. Right? Like back in the day, you watch the 7 o'clock show because they're going to be in prime time.
You know how you know you're bad? You know you're bad when they pick like 20 games and they don't pick yours. That's when you know you really hit the skids.
It's
like
hard.
they'll go, all right, Iowa, Minnesota getting ready. Desmond, who do you like? The Hawks.
Oh, you're talking about pick on the.
Yeah, they do the picks and they roll through them and they go,
yeah.
all right, here's a big one coming up. We got NC State taking on Duke. Now, what about Florida UCF? They didn't get to it. Why? Because nobody cares.
That's a shame.
Ow, it hurts so
Ouch.
bad.
There are some.
Until this year, this is our year.
I
turn the corner.
I happen to, I've been meaning to say my biggest new pet peeve.
Yes.
In media.
I love a
This
peeve.
This isn't personnel wise. So
Pet away.
You can't get personally offended at this one.
Right.
There's this new trend.
Yeah.
And I guess clickbait, whatever you want to call it, but it's beyond clickbait. To me, clickbait is something that gets you, salacious or otherwise, it gets you in. You go through a big, long, slideshow, and you never even get to what they were talking about. So it's beyond that. It's this new thing in sports, though, where these, like, almost fan sites, projected trade would send so-and-so. Dream trade for Jags would bring this. And it's, conference FSU is likely to go to. And every time I'm done clicking on them, I finally realize, well, these are never anything reports. It's like me or you saying that, the Mets should go
like
to the American League West.
Be like the boys doing it.
Well, I guess.
Doing their little
but
podcast
it annoys me,
together.
though, because I get excited for half a second, then I realize, they got me again.
They got you
It's
again.
just like your dream scenario. Well, we're throwing out dream scenarios. I'll go get Soto.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. I'm looking for some trades over the All-Star break, man.
Suddenly you've gone from dead, buried in a funeral to active at the All-Star break, as I predicted,
Yes.
for the record.
Yes. That's what we need. All right, well, let's take a break. We're at the 30 mark.
I did have one
Yeah?
thing before we go to break.
Please do.
I had a vision this morning.
A vision?
It's very macabre.
Oh.
I've used that word twice.
Yeah.
That word hadn't appeared in a year.
Can you spell macabre,
please? Of course
please?
I can. B-R-E.
Very good.
Yeah.
M-A-C-A-B-R-E.
Yeah, I know. That's like when you're golfing. How far are you? 45. You're 145. We would just eliminate that stitch of a syllable.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't play enough golf.
Yeah.
It's very common.
45, pards.
Yeah, 45.
Whatever.
Who said pards?
Pards.
You're a pardsy guy. I know how I'm going to die.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. I said, fill me with sand, put me in the corner of the studio. I'm going.
I know.
I'm off to a better place.
Okay.
Eternity.
All right.
But I've had a vision. I know how it's going. I know how I'm going to get there.
All right, talk to me.
First, they'll bring the ambulance. It won't work. It won't get me back.
Okay.
Then it'll be the hearse.
Okay.
Then you'll be there, graveside.
Oh, good.
Tear, like the Indian in the littering commercial, just one soul.
I'm glad I'll be there, though.
You will be.
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, correct. Because it'll happen before retirement. Because here's how it will happen.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'm going to get up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get ready for work.
Yeah.
Just wait, and this will defy every image you have of me.
Okay.
Way too considerate.
Uh-huh.
This piece of sleep,
Yeah.
I do a lot of tiptoeing around in the dark or dimly lit, okay? Well, we went on vacation last week. Apparently there's still maybe some sort of suitcase grab bag in the middle of the floor that in the daytime I'm perfectly aware of. And by the way, now, this is the terrible part. So today I trip over it. I catch myself. I don't fall. I'm not dead. The vision hasn't been fulfilled.
Okay.
I went out. I'm done in the room. I went out to go get my stuff. I got to go back in the room. And do I remember what happened 3 minutes ago?
Tripped again.
Or do I take the same path
Oh, no.
and hit it again?
Oh, no.
That's the vision.
Yeah.
It's a Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at the Metro Grill. You're listening to The Drill.
641-1010 right now. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Gibby will give you. Tell them, Gibby, what they're going to win when they call in right now.
We've got a floral delivery from Kuhn Flowers and a 4-pack to the Jacksonville Sharks game. Their final game of the season comes up this Saturday against Quad City on Saturday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
It is picked up by Rayshawn Jenkins. That is going to be a touchdown. The Jags are going to win it.
1010XL.
Are you kidding me?
Home of the Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
It's Hacker here, checking in from the sunny Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, that's right. I'm down here living the dream with a margarita in one hand and some seafood in the other. And let me tell you, I'm not stressing one bit about gaining any of my 80 pounds back this week. You know the reason? No, it's Awaken 180 weight loss. My metabolism is on fire. I'm burning off calories as fast as I can put them down. I know the 80 pounds is one measurement, but how about this one? I'm now wearing a size 38 pants. That's down from a 46. 8 inches off my waist. Think about that. 8 inches gone in just 4 months. That's absolutely incredible. That's Awaken 180. My confidence is through the roof. I'm even strutting around the beach down here with the shirt off, feeling like a brand new man. It's all about the Awaken 180 magic. If you're ready to make a change, take it from all of us. Awaken 180 is the real deal. Book your summer consult today at awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Make sure your roof is ready for the next Florida storm by scheduling a free roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. Offer expires July 31st. Restrictions apply. Call 1-855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Summer is here, which means it's time for road trips and family vacations. Frank Frangie here. Before you hit the road, make sure your car can handle the heat with a visit to Big Chief Tire. Their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle can handle the summer heat, from tire checks to AC services. Avoid the stress of a breakdown and travel with confidence. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your summer checkup today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. We're at Metro Diner, Bay Meadows, hanging out, having fun with the Googans. I was hoping we'd have like a Copa scene, but we haven't had that yet. I thought people would be faking their way in here, trying to get that free breakfast. Dropping names and stuff, but it's been very calm and collected. Everybody's nice, following the rules, et cetera, et cetera. So we may have to have some sort of food fight here in a little bit, though, and see what we can get going, crank it up a little bit. So this is how things work around here. We just kind of rock and roll through. And that's what we're doing here today at the Metro Diner. So we
had a situation.
What happened?
Yeah.
Restroom?
Well, no, it's so very popular, and people obviously want to be here and a part of this special gathering. Apparently, they're trying to get in, like Copa America. They're trying to get through the vents.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to.
Oh, so there is a situation.
They're trying to clamber their way in through the vents. We're holding them off.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want Copa.
Yeah.
Well, I want some chairs getting thrown.
It's I do not.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'd like to see the ITP partner boys get crazy over there.
They do.
Yeah.
They rip this place to shreds. You should have seen them last night at Lynch's. Well, never be the same. This Terrell Davis thing looks like he's got royally screwed, man. What is wrong with people?
So people who don't know, Terrell Davis, the Hall of Fame running back from the Denver Broncos, traveling with his family.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. Like they said, he said that he went to touch to
get her attention.
Flight attendant, I think it was a guy.
Okay, or his.
Get
whoever.
his attention. He touched him.
Okay.
And the guy went like, "You hit me! You hit me!" And he's like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
Yeah.
And then they fly, and they get up and they handcuff him, and off he goes. So,
I don't. It seems like totally. Just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, again, these things that you don't know what's happening.
I know.
Attentions flare.
Two sides every story, but it does sound like TD was right.
Yeah, way overreaction, man. That's what happens here sometimes, too. And I don't know the level of frustration you get pushed to in some of these jobs.
Right.
I can only imagine.
Right.
But part of that is they're done so terribly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how about you. I've been treated probably worse by the airline industry in my life.
No,
I'm stopping there.
Here we go.
But of all of them, and there's a lot of them that'll drive you nuts. I think the airline industry personally has been like the biggest pain in my butt in my life of consumer issues.
I've done well with the airlines the last few flights.
I'm not saying I'll never fly again. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
But it's It's become a high stress.
Well, what they've done, one thing that I've noticed that the airlines have done, and I, business-wise, like when was the last time you were on a flight? Remember you used to take flights and there'd be nobody on the flight?
Yeah.
And you lay across 3 seats and just lay there.
Smoke hanging out of your mouth.
Oh, it was heaven back then. Now, when was the last time you took a flight where there was less than full? Because let me tell you how it works every time.
And they're smaller now, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, your flight to Atlanta is full today. We have a full. If you're looking for a deal, we're offering points if you'll jump off the flight and wait.
Mid-flight.
Oh, my God.
Probably they don't ask you to do it mid-flight.
Every flight is full. Every single one. Every single one. And when on my baseball trip, I was anchored in the aisle seats a couple times.
I like the aisle seat. You don't like the aisle?
Well, you're
a window guy?
You're claustrophobic.
Man,
you don't like the window.
I had it bad coming back from the hall, man. I had a window seat, one of those tight, cramped, absolutely.
I got to get up!
I did. Almost did.
I got to get up!
Got this close. Of course, I got the dude in front of me, right on me.
Yeah.
I came this close to a panic attack.
Boys learn the lesson from me when they do that.
Oh, I beat on him. Yeah, I beat on him.
Now, there is an argument, and we've done this before.
They shouldn't be allowed.
Well, the airline should not make the seats to lean back because when they make the seats to lean back, they're saying go ahead and lean back.
But you'd rather have window or aisle?
I like window.
You'd rather have window?
Yeah, I like to see where we're headed. I like to kind of open it up.
Man,
look out there.
but the aisle, you get that.
Things go bad. I kind of like to watch it says we're going bad.
Aisle, man, 100.
We're in trouble.
Like if I had to put it in the weight of the advantages of aisle versus window, if I had percentage, which one I want.
Yeah.
Aisle would be 110%.
Yeah.
And window would be I'd rather not fly.
Okay.
I'd so much prefer the aisle to the window. But a lot of people like the window better. A lot of people want to do this move too with the window. You can do the head lean.
Yeah, head lean's
give you a little bit of support there. Take a little napping.
As long as you're not in the middle.
The middle's terrible.
The middle is a nightmare.
The middle's hell. They should charge you half as much.
Middle, you got to fight for elbow room.
It's the worst.
You don't know what to do.
And there's no protocol. All these years later, there's no protocol who gets them. That poor sap in the middle should get both armrests.
If you're on the aisle, I got to take this. I got to take this armrest. I've got to. I'm sorry. And that I feel bad about it.
No, he gets both.
Huh?
I give him both.
You got to give him both?
He's in the middle, man.
Middle sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Junibug. It's not good.
I'm not sure that for me the window's any better than the middle, though. They're real similar.
All right, so
you go redneck first class, buddy, and you get that exit row, and you're all good.
Yesterday, the ESPN put out their list of the quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
And we saw where our guy Trevor was ranked. He took a precipitous fall.
8 to 16.
8 to 16, basically. And so we're looking to bounce back this year and come back. And when we talk about him, and it's sort of mixed on opinion of him, but I think everybody feels good about him going forward. And when you ask yourself, can we win a Super Bowl with this guy, the answer is usually yes.
Well, there's another way to say it. And
All
I
right.
say it this way. If you do find somebody more skeptical, and there are plenty who are, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that Trevor Lawrence is ever going to be the reason you didn't win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
It's kind of the same way of saying it.
That's fair.
Right, if you're good enough in the other
Gators! Sorry.
If you're good enough in the other areas, I don't think there's a deficiency like that we put on, say, Lamar Jackson or other.
Yeah.
Like with Lamar, you start to wonder. You've had really good teams, top seeds, MVP years, and home field advantage, and you can't, it makes you wonder. And I've been a big Lamar believer, but it makes you wonder. I don't feel like
you're still going to ride with him, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You'll still find him in that top 5.
Yes.
I get it. He's not – I'm not saying he's not the reason they're not winning.
Right.
They have to be even better in some of those things, right?
Right.
I don't think that you have that limitation with Trevor. If you need to have a year where you're a champion because you're winning 40 to 34, or if you need to have a year where you're a champion because you're winning 24-17, I think you can do that either way.
Mm-hmm.
The reality with some of these more running quarterbacks, you're just not sure playoffs fourth quarter if they can do that.
So for Trevor, if Trevor eliminates the turnovers this year, and specifically the fumbles,
that's the one that annoys everyone.
That's the one that gets everyone.
Quarterbacks are going to throw picks, and then you can say, well, it bounced off a receiver's hands, or there was this, that, or the other.
Right.
But
when
the fumbles are unacceptable.
And sometimes he just drops the ball. He's had a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that get to people.
And that's not like he's like small hands guy. It's just weird. Not like he was a fumbler in college.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
The most egregious was was it the Bengals game where he's running around the left end and just clanks it off his thigh?
There was a couple of those last year. Oof.
He's
Can't
had
have those.
And they've also put him in some weird spots.
Yeah.
You're 3rd and goal to 2. Let's roll him out into a rush, a blitzing linebacker.
Yeah. When we talk about the Jags, though, I think one of the things I started thinking about last week, and we had Tyson Campbell on, is this kind of new secondary that they're trotting out there. There's a lot of new faces, and there's some guys there that, they're okay. The pass rush has got to be better. If the pass rush is Gators, if the pass rush isn't better, we
distracted yourself. That's well done.
I did. We go against some really good receivers, right? And no better group than week 1. So we'll get to find out week 1. Like if Tua and Tyreek and Waddle annihilate us through the air, if Tua has like a 400-yard game and
300 kids,
has all the children at the game, hopefully. So that's not a good portend of things to come.
You have Houston in that early stretch, and that's Diggs and Collins and Dell.
And they're ranked real high. The receiver group has gone way up.
I guess Buffalo in the first 4, that's not the case. It's all about Josh Allen now.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right? That's your other one?
Yeah. So, I mean, great challenges, but just part of it.
Nothing like that first challenge. You're right out of the gates. And by the way, just for psyche and confidence, even at the pro level, those things are real.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to go out and get torched for – remember what the Dolphins did to the league? Was it last year, a couple of years ago? They came out and were scoring – was it last year? They scored 60. They were scoring all these points. Yeah, early in the year.
Then they went to Buffalo and got annihilated.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to come out and, get lit up for 30-some.
We learned last week in one of the rankings, the corners were ranked. Top 20 corners.
Okay.
All right. Who do you think was the 13th ranked cornerback in the NFL last year?
That's a broad question.
It is. But it has a connection, so there's a reason.
Darius Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that led to my question of, why did we let him go?
Well, I've been asking that since the decision was made. I don't understand.
Well, I understand salary cap casualty, but he ended up signing for less with the Rams than he signed here originally. Would we have been better off re-signing Darius Williams and then not having to go out and spend free agency money and draft collateral on secondary help?
Yes. I don't understand that move.
Okay. Well, that's a fair question.
Yeah, I've never understood that one. He was
He had a really good year last year.
Yes, he was one of the few.
Part of the conversation was
this is where we get into the scheme fit and all that. What does that mean?
Well, it means
he
that
can't be a press corner. This guy needs a press corner.
It's more, so there's those types of things.
Well, then Darby better be better at it.
Yeah.
Right?
David Lane leaving. David Lane. We clap it up for David Lane. Goodbye, David Lane. Spokesman for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Nobody does. They fixed his shoulder. His shoulder.
I would never. I didn't understand that move.
Yeah, but that's one that comes up, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like PFF had a column today, and here's another thing that is distressing is way too strong a word, but it's interesting, and it puts the perspective now on the season becomes a lot more real. We're about to walk out on the field and see tangibly what they have, and ultimately we won't know for sure until the games start being played. But you tend to be optimistic in the offseason. You're overly pessimistic right after the disappointing season ends.
Right.
And then you build probably overly optimistic opinions on what you could be.
Yes.
But there are, you look around, and I said this in the 6 o'clock hour. Thanks for being here.
It's 6 o'clock today.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Who was here at 6?
A lot of people.
They came in at 6?
2 behind you. This guy was here, yeah.
You came at 6? Wow.
We probably had about 6:15. They were.
I did that all last week, man. That damn near killed me.
Takes a special type. Takes a special breed.
I can't do that. That's too early.
I completely forget what I was going to say, by the way.
You were talking about
surprising?
Some new PFF.
Is that surprising, like an old thing or no? Yeah. No, I read 3 different things. Okay, biggest question or position that needs to be addressed. If you read 3 columns and 3 different positions show up, is that good?
No.
You see what I mean?
No.
Like, position that's not addressed enough. You can read about the offensive line.
Man, it's going to be.
Position that needs to be upgraded before camp. Cornerback. I mean, like.
What's amazing about the Jags.
That's far from a finished product, I guess what I'm saying.
What's amazing about the Jags is going to be truly fascinating to see how it goes this year, because you're right. Because if the O-line goes bad, it's going to be, I told you it was the O-line.
Right.
I mean, Then Newmorse was too old. I mean, we got the same guys out there, right?
Yeah.
Or if the secondary goes bad, why did we sign Darius?
Or if Davis catches 41 and Thomas catches 50.
Receivers aren't good enough, and we should have drafted the corner with the first pick and not the receiver.
You want to get at the doomsday scenario?
No.
What happens if Christian Kirk gets hurt game 1? Seriously. No. I mean, we're back to like Mike Sims-Walker and whoever.
We still don't have, I don't think, the depth that we need to be successful. And again,
what about Evan Ingram if he misses a month? How's that going to look?
I'm going to trot that Ohio State kid out there.
Luke Farrell going to go out there
Luke
again.
Is back.
Bring him back. Brenton Strange maybe get 2 catches here, double the production.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
Double. Come on.
He had a catch.
I think Brenton Strange will be better this year.
You do? What would double the production be, actually? 8 catches? What is it?
He didn't have a lot.
Did he have a catch?
He had a touchdown. I think against the Colts at home.
Attaboy.
Pretty sure.
Explosive.
Second round.
Only hope to contain him. The second rounder. George Kittle, 5th rounder, scores like,
oh, my God.
He has more yards in a game than our dude got in a season.
Brenton Strange had 5 catches last year.
5. Yeah. Double it up to 10 this year.
And a touchdown.
Double digits.
Listen. If Brenton Strange can exponentially improve by year 6, he'll catch 80. I mean, we're headed there.
We got to show improvement.
5, 10, 20 to 40. I'm sorry, year 5, 80 catches.
Can't go backwards, though.
Just got to go exponential.
Can't go from 5.
Never easy to go exponential, Hick.
I know.
If you need exponential improvement, you got a ways to go.
I always wanted to do salary exponential. That hasn't happened.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of cash grabs in play. It'll get there.
That's a tough thing.
All right, let's take a break. We're at Metro Diner.
We're headed to the 8 o'clock. We got to throw these rats out of here.
Leave. Right?
Yeah.
8 o'clockers.
Yeah, they got to go, and the next wave
is coming. These are the 6 o'clockers. These are the blood and guts.
But I like these guys. I don't know if the 8 o'clockers will have. There's a lot of good people in here.
They're going to come. The 8 o'clockers are going to come in here in suits.
Do you have anything to say about umpires today? Before we go to break.
I love local umpires, hardworking. You know what I hate?
There's the best umpire in Jacksonville.
I hate fat A Major League home plate umpires that can't see 2 feet in front of them. So don't you go stirring up something that ain't there. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gators, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with our friends at Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler and reduces your energy bill. This summer, take advantage of their 30% off, 0% interest financing offer, plus a 25-year warranty. Call Rhino Shield, 414-4868. That's 414-4868 for a free estimate, or visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
It's the Big One sales event going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Buy a pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $1,000 down and $288 per month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $1,000 down and $388 per month. Arlington Pre-Owned has over 400 used cars in stock and more than 100 vehicles under $18K. And you even get 30 days to love your pre-owned purchase or exchange it. Shop the Big One sales event, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, it's Roger Moore, CEO of Loan Pronto. If you're like me, you're getting crushed by rising costs of everything these days. I get it. It's brutal, and credit card rates are ridiculous and going higher. That's why at Loan Pronto, we launched our Express Equity Line of Credit to bring you the relief you and your family need, using your home, your most valuable asset. We've helped thousands of people like you get fast relief with cash. The average homeowner who does this gets tens of thousands in just days and is able to save $850 per month in overall expenses. I'm talking life-changing money. Your money that you have access to right now. Listen, if you're ready to get control of your finances and get off the hamster wheel, call Loan Pronto. You can get approved for Express Equity Line of Credit in just minutes, and we can get you your cash in less than a week. Stop digging a deeper credit card hole today. Call Loan Pronto now. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS consumeraccess.org.
The coolers are full at your local Gate gas station, making it easy for you to cruise in and cruise out with little downtime. Ice cold Coronas, Natty Light, Stella Artois, and Michelob Ultra. Don't forget the king of beers, Cold Buds. Gate's got them in the cooler, waiting for you.
Find your why in your next career move at the First Coast YMCA. Everyone can get involved and make a difference in your community at the Y. And if you'd like to turn your passion into a fulfilling career, the Y is an equal opportunity employer and is now hiring youth program leaders, lifeguards, swim instructors, and more. Plus, Y staff enjoy benefits including free YMCA membership and free childcare while you work. Find your passion, find your why in a career at fcymca.org.
What is the only team in the NFL to neither host nor play in the Super Bowl? The answer coming up.
Having the right homeowner's policy protection means you're staying on top of your most valuable possession, your home. For information on finding an agent, go to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours, Southern Oak Insurance.
The only team in the NFL that hasn't hosted or played in the Super Bowl? The Cleveland Browns.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Don't make a bad call when it comes to servicing your home. Cooling off with a baby pool in the house to fix your air conditioning problem is a bad call. Trying to catch a wave in a flooded bathroom is a bad call. Using a burning electrical panel to make s'mores is a bad call. The next time something goes wrong, make a good call to Donovan.
Whether you need air, electric, or plumbing service, Donovan is always a good call. It's why we've been trusted by our customers for almost 40 years and why you can trust us to deliver fast, reliable service to your home. Donovan, always a good call.
Visit DonovanAC.com today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Bucky Brooks, former Jaguar and NFL analyst, named the Jaguars tight end as one of the team's blue chip players.
Would be Evan Ingram. I think he's a unique playmaker that deserves to be in his own category in terms of being able to tilt the field for the offense based on what he's able to do.
This year's SEC Media Day event kicked off yesterday and runs through July 18th. 1010XL will have updates throughout the day. The Gators continue to have success in this year's MLB draft. Gator pitcher Fisher Jameson joined Brian Neely as day 2 picks in the draft. Jameson is the 3rd Gator selected. They joined pitcher first baseman Jack Caglione and pitcher Brandon Neely. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
79 degrees at 7:59. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here on the Joe live at Metro Diner. It's kind of a, an appreciation day. The 8 o'clock crowd. We've got rid of the 6:30 crowd.
Yeah.
We got to sweep them out of here. The 8 o'clock crowd is starting to make their way
Baker
in.
County in the house. We got the Kinger here.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Lunch or Goes Breakfast is what we got.
I
Lunch
know.
or Goes Breakfast. I want to mention Jack's Concrete Coatings. They're our 10-minute drill sponsor, and of course out here and juggling a lot of stuff. We didn't get to that, but boy, they did a great job on our garage, and there'll probably be more projects to come. We'll just put it that way.
I want to do a shout out to the waitress because she brought me a drink of
She's
water.
terrific.
I appreciate it.
She's
been
working
the best, hard,
Jacqueline.
man.
She has she started now to accuse me of being a diva.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to work through that.
She's getting after it.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's cleaning up. She doesn't even know we're talking about her right now.
No, she does. Yeah, she does. Yeah, playing that. That's like back in the old days where they know they know.
They know?
Yeah.
Okay.
They know.
All right.
What? Will you watch the All-Star game?
Yes.
Yeah. Start to finish. That's not.
Yeah, it'll be on. It'll be on.
Is it harder for you when your team doesn't have players in the game?
No, I enjoy it. I've always, I think because as kids we were so attuned to it and hooked on it, and it was such a big deal. It doesn't carry the same clout that it used to, but it's still, there's still great. Think about the history of the All-Star game. I think about, who was our cat? Was it Carl Hubble? Struck out like Ruth and Gehrig and bang and bang and
way back, man.
Oh, well, it was like one of the first ones. And so, and the National League dominance in the 70s, and Pete Rose bowling over Ray Fosse, and Dave Parker making throws from right. There's just so many great
Kingdom.
Yeah, and Matlack and Madlock winning co-MVPs.
Yeah,
one year.
I remember every single. I will say this.
Watch my guy Tom Seaver, and they finally got a home run off him. I think Freddie Lynn got him, if I'm not mistaken. So
I'll go this far, Dan.
Yeah,
as a kid, and I don't know what age this went up to. Shoot, maybe through high school. I'm not sure the Major League Baseball All-Star Game wasn't my favorite sporting event all year.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, the Braves were my favorite team. It wasn't even close. Once you go to college and you get some of that in you, it'll change somewhat. But, growing up with the Braves, and by the way, I grew up in an era where the Braves had an all-star.
Yeah.
Right? It would be Necro or Aaron, and then it would be Dale Murphy, and that was it.
Yeah.
We had years where Rick Mailer's trotting out there year after year. That's the best you got.
We got to take somebody.
I think Rick Mailer may have started an all-star game, in fact.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what?
I loved,
Did you guys see what anniversary this is of the All-Star Game? It was 25 years ago. They put Ted Williams in the golf cart at Fenway.
That's 25 years, huh?
Yeah, and put him around throughout the first pitch. That was awesome.
It was awesome. You know what's sad about that, though? You know what my memory is from that? Is the Pete Rose interview with Jim Gray. That was the same night. Because
all I saw was
Pete Rose got Jim Gray got after him. And it turned the tide of favoritism towards Pete Rose.
Yeah. It was out of place.
We're like, leave Pete alone.
It was out of place. If they've invited him here for this night, then don't ask him about that.
Right.
Stop it, Jim Gray.
Yeah.
Before I go get Tyson to, eat your ears.
Yeah.
Jim Gray and Tyson like buds there for a while?
Yeah.
Jim Gray's gotten some good little ends, right? He went up with Tom Brady for a lot of years.
Jim Gray wrote a great I bought his book. He wrote a great book because he chronicled a lot of the stuff. Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah.
He got some real good ends and with some guys, like you said. He did things with Tom Brady, the last few years on Monday nights when he was playing.
I've gotten spoiled with the All-Star Game because I do.
Not to be confused with Jimmy Roberts, though.
No, Jimmy Roberts is like he's a pauper's Jim Gray. Mm-hmm. He's not even a poor man's Jim Gray. He's a pauper's Jim Gray.
Right.
And I have the Jimmy Roberts book. I intentionally left it out, let the dog chew on it, all kinds of stuff. Never read that one. Mm-hmm. I've gotten spoiled, though, with the All-Star Game. Unlike you, I do take it's a big difference for me when my guys are batting or pitching.
Okay.
It's a big shift in interest for me when there's a Brave at the plate or pitching an inning. Mm-hmm. And I've gotten spoiled. I mean, I think it was last year. I think the Braves had like 6 starters.
Yeah.
And, it was
embarrassment for baseball.
Yeah, it was awesome. And, and this year won. And, by the way.
Did you win the game for us last year? We've done this.
Did we win the game last year?
No. We've done this through the years.
Our guys did okay last year.
We always blame each other. When your guy comes up and it's a nice job by so and so. Great job. Yeah.
No, I think last year our guys did okay. Of course, when you're sending 6 up there, one of them's bound to have a decent night.
Somebody's got to have a hit. But they lost last year. They lose every year.
Let me tell you the worst thing about the All-Star Game.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think the rosters are too big. Because the worst thing is waiting all night for the one. There's always like 1 or 2 dudes that maybe they just get to play the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to see them bat, or your favorite player they take out after 1 at bat, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different, little nuances to how the playing time shakes out and all that stuff. But I love the All-Star Game.
What about the All-Star Game that ended in a tie?
Yeah, that was terrible.
And then they decided, we'll give home field.
Yeah, we did that for a couple of years.
Baseballism that was a disaster.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, that was dumb. Like, that's going to make.
Dumb.
By the way, if you're playing for some also-ran team, do you think you care who has home field advantage?
What office could you be sitting in where you're working for the sport and say, hey, I got an idea? And the other guy goes, what's that? And then the guy says, I tell you what, whoever wins the All-Star Game gets home field advantage in the World Series. And then the other guy says, what a great idea. And then they all spread it around the office, and they all concur. How out of touch must you be with the game to understand how stupid that is?
I think that they did that for the fans. I think they thought that they would be telling the fans, okay, this game's important.
They thought,
but it didn't work.
But they thought that was going to make the players compete.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know if they thought that. I think they just wanted to tell the fans, well, now it's on the players for competing or not.
Is that what it was?
I think. I mean, I don't think there was.
Let me ask you this, John. Look this up. Is it still winner-loser share in All-Star?
I think there is.
Do we get a little coinage?
But,
it's so small it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore.
I can remember when shifting to the. I remember talking to Baselli about the Pro Bowl.
Right.
When it was in Hawaii. When it was in Hawaii, it was great, but it wasn't great because in essence, it became a vacation, which is good, but then you got to pay for your family to go. And so you would take literally 10, 15 people over to Hawaii, and it would cost you more than any kind of coin that you were going to make back in the day. You know what I mean? So All-Star Game's a little bit different. I know Murph got to go to a couple All-Star Games, so he's been a part of it, and that's kind of a neat thing. He talked about that last week, and we'll get some more comments about that from tomorrow. Winners and losers share, what do you got?
All righty. So the MLB All-Star Game boasts a prize pool of $640,000 for the winning team. Both the American League and National League players compete for a share of the prize pool.
Yeah, it's not much.
No,
30 guys.
That's
$20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. That pays your expenses.
Yeah, that doesn't mean squat diddly to those boys. What happens is the salaries are all so big now that nothing much. You can't really financially incentivize things anymore in sport.
Who do you think is winning the World Series? Has it become too hard to predict? I mean, when you look back at these last few years, it's very rarely the favorite or the dominant team. I mean, last year we saw the Rangers come out of nowhere.
The Rangers in Arizona.
And the year the Braves won it, they were not expected to be a World Series team. I mean, this time of the year, they were a game under 500 still.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that the Astros and the Braves and the Dodgers haven't won 3 of the last 6, but I mean, you're like common sense would tell you the Phillies. But I can just tell you from sitting in the Phillies seat for the last 3 or 4 years.
It's hard to run it out.
I'll tell you that this will be interesting. I was looking at this. Like, if the season ends today, and I think it'll end somewhat like this. I don't think the Braves are going to win the division. I think the Phillies will.
Yeah.
But if the Braves are and that'll leave the Braves in the 4-5 matchup, which would likely be like the Cardinals or the Mets or someone like that.
Oh.
But like and again, when you're a reeling fan base searching for answers, you find it wherever you can. There's always this rest versus rust argument. Sometimes it's in the NFL, which you're better off playing. And so the Braves have sat and waited while the Phillies have won a wild card series. And then they'll be, you're better off playing. Well, we're going to put that to the test this year because it's going to be the reverse. If the Braves can win an a wild card series, they'll turn around and play the top seeded Phillies.
I see what you're doing.
We'll try and do it that way.
I see what you're doing.
I'd rather you be the the 6. I don't need Braves Mets right out of the gate.
No, that'd be bad.
I don't need that.
God, that'd be the greatest week of my life.
Yeah, I don't need that. No, it'd be terrible for you.
Why, if we won?
Yeah.
Be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, but you wouldn't win, and then I'd have to deal with that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not being, cocky about it. It's just,
We once watched. What game did we watch? The Kenny Rogers game.
No. We watched the Ventura game.
Was it the Ventura game?
Yeah, because Kenny Rogers, I was at home. We were on the phone. We were on the phone. I remember watching the Kenny Rogers game at home.
All right, so we were working together at the other station years. This is 1999 or
99.
1999. And we would never watch that game together now.
And it wouldn't be as painful now. The irony is it wouldn't be as painful now.
No.
We got enough life now. We don't care anymore.
Yeah. We would never watch that game now. But in 99, we were in the office.
I think that's the only game the Mets won in that series, by the way.
No, it was like 3-2. A 4-2 final.
Okay.
4-2 final. But we were rallying. You got a big lead in the series.
I think
we were sort of coming back.
Yeah.
And the Mets and the Braves, it was in Shea, right?
Yep.
And it went extra innings, like 14, 15 innings.
Yep.
And the Mets loaded it up, the bases in the bottom half of whatever inning it was. And Ventura hit a walk-off grand slam, but he didn't get credit for it because he never finished the base. So it
should have been an out. We should have gone to extra more free baseball.
But anyway, so the Mets won that game to make a series 3-2.
Yeah. And then Kenny Rogers lost Game 6.
And then Kenny Rogers walked in or couldn't throw a strike.
That was 99, yeah. Because in 2000, you went the Subway Series.
Right. We had the Subway Series, which is the worst possible thing for the Mets.
That was the end of the Braves' run, 99. They still...
Were you in the playoffs in 2000?
Yeah, we won the division through 2004, but we never won another playoff series. Yeah. Like after 99, for like 2001, 2, 3, 4, they didn't win.
But the fact is, we sat there and we watched that
started
game.
the Chris Burke era.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the next year for us, 2000.
Yeah. I used to play the Chris Burke clip over and over and over.
It used to bother me.
That's our guy who's does college baseball, right? Isn't that him, Chris Burke?
Oh, is it?
That's him, I think.
I never tied that together.
Yeah, Chris Burke, who went to Tennessee and played for the Astros.
Give me who's that third baseman that the Braves had? Chris something. He had like one good year. You don't talk Chris.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson. They had Kelly Johnson.
He had maybe 25 home run kind of year, and then I think injuries. But at one point, he was like a part of the future.
Yeah, it was Chris Johnson. Dan, you're right. They did have Kelly Johnson, but they also had Chris Johnson. He had a year where he really did well. I do remember that. Yeah, let's see. 2013, Chris Johnson hit .321 for the Braves with 12 homers. He had a good year.
Gibby, just so you know, for terms of 1010XL sports history.
Yes.
And because Jeff and myself here at the Breakfast with Champions here at Metro Diner in Bay Meadows.
You know what? I'm ordering next break. How about that?
That's good. Are the founding fathers. The original dime bet was Kelly Johnson, right? David Wright versus Kelly Johnson.
Nice.
We got this big argument about
this was, by the way, when both teams were no good, I think.
Yeah, but I got Pross, we got this kid, David Wright. He's going to be a superstar. We got Kelly Johnson. He's just as good. No, he's not. I'll bet you $1,000.
He has more home runs.
He has more home runs in his career. You're on.
Yeah. I lost that bet.
It actually wasn't. It's
Kelly
not
Johnson.
as far.
He hit more than you think.
Yeah, more than you think.
But he did it by just staying around for a while.
Yeah, David hit
what did he hit?
250, something like that.
And Kelly Johnson was like 160.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, it was,
at one point though, it was like 210 to 40.
Yeah, we were running away with it.
That's a shame. Did you get into this triplets ranking last week at all? CBS Sports ranked the triplets. Each team's triplets ranking by triplets. Where would you think, top of head and without parsing through every roster in the league, where would you think Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Christian Kirk would fit? I don't say that with a lot of pride and expectation. I mean, I would be okay if you said 20-something.
No, I'd say middle. Let me
ask you. Let me throw
16
you.
16 right there.
I gave you those three.
17.
Have you seen this list or no?
No.
All right, I gave you those three. So let me and I'm going to go on either side, and you just tell me which. Is ours better?
North or south?
Yeah, is ours better than that?
Okay.
Or better than that? Triplets or worse?
All right.
Okay?
North or south?
All right. Let's go with. All right, we'll start with this one.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, Najee Harris, George Pickens.
South.
That means we're better than them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just say we're better. Just better or worse means we're better.
It's too confusing.
Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler, Terry McLaurin.
We're better.
Okay. Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave. Okay.
I think we eased past them.
Justin Herbert, Gus Edwards, Josh Palmer.
Oh, we're better.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson.
I got us better than a lot here. I have a feeling I'm not going to be correct.
Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper.
Nick Chubb's got one leg.
Okay.
So we're better.
All right. Baker Mayfield, Rashad White, Mike Evans. We weren't better one Sunday in December. I remember that.
No. I'll give it to the Bucs on that one. I think they'll be ranked.
All right. Well, let me ask you.
I think they'll be ranked ahead just because Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer, man. And Baker Mayfield had a really good year last year.
J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Jones,
better.
Justin Jefferson. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore.
We're better.
Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf.
They're going to be ahead of us.
Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr.
Ooh. We'll still be ahead.
Those teams that I mentioned, those triplet combos that I mentioned, all have one thing in common.
They're ahead of us?
They're all behind us.
Okay. Yeah, good. I was pretty much right.
I'm a bit surprised by some of those. In fact, one of those that you put is better. And then
I said Seattle and what was the other one I said?
No, there was one up top that was
Tampa.
Yeah.
Seattle and Tampa I would have put. So where are we, 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I nailed it. Didn't see it. Pretty good. Give me the best ones, just out of curiosity.
Well, we only do the bottom half, so I don't have 1 through 14. They went down to 15. I think the Jags and Cardinals were actually tied.
Who will be it? How about
Last year, by the way, they had a 7th. And you know what that is? That's Trevor Lawrence in the last 5 games going 15 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's what that is.
So maybe I'm just top of my head here. So Kansas City, San Francisco. Yeah. McCaffrey, Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And
I think let me look at let's look at some teams.
I think Baltimore. Who's Baltimore's best? Do you count Mark Andrews? Do they do tight ends?
Sure you can.
I mean, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and
pretty good.
Mark Andrews is pretty solid.
Well, what about
Green Bay sucks? Up about 28.
Tua, and then how about this? How about the Dolphins could go Tua and then do any combo of 2 running backs, 2 receivers? They could go Tua, Tyreek Hill, Mostert.
Yeah.
They go Tua, Tyreek Hill, Achane.
Yeah.
They go Tua, Waddle, Mostert.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll be ahead of us.
That is a tough opener.
They were ranked high last year too. It's down in Miami.
The Jags last year were 7.
Yeah.
Again, based on, I think, in large part on what Trevor had done at the end of 2022.
Right. All right, let's take a break. You want to?
We'll come back, brunch for the tour. We got a major this week. We'll get updated on the
Stewie
standings.
Weber.
Again,
where is he? Is he here?
No, he's going to join us.
Stewie Weber.
I mean, not Stewie. I always do that. Stewie Moore.
Yeah.
Stewie Weber's works with me in TV.
All right.
They're all the same.
Take
Stewarts.
quick breaks. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Come back, brunch for the tour. Let's get into the British Open a little bit, which the golf's final major will tee off on Thursday. Again, I sent the press release. Went ahead and sent the press release to the league office. I'll be taking Scotty Scheffler, number 1, in today's brunch with the tour draft. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. This is 1010XL.
Real smooth. Real smooth? Real smooth.
10.
Real smooth.
10.
Real smooth.
XL.
Real smooth.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Dave and Ammon here with Zero Res. So Ammon, you have worked for Zero Res since you were 9 years old. What makes Zero Res the right choice for cleaning carpets and tile?
I can think of 3 simple reasons. We have the best process, the best people, and our promise to do the best cleaning possible every time.
So what deals does Zero Res offering for this month?
July is National Carpet Cleaning Month, so for home carpet cleaning, we're offering $49 per room, and for businesses, we're offering 20% off.
Sounds like a great time to get your carpets cleaned. Zero Res.
Spelled Florida backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
simpler. Don't just watch the position, learn the position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer, and he knows.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
Friday mornings on The Drill, brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yes! Great Scott! McIntyre takes his National Open.
Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Oh, time to talk some golf. We got a major coming up this week. Used to be in the old days, Last Chance at Glory, PGA, but now it's the British Open. British Open conditions.
All right, let's fire up the Garber Auto Mall phone line and bring in Stuart Moore to talk about this week's major, the final major of the year. We're having our little fantastic breakfast day. The Summer of Fun has taken us to Metro Diner this morning. Stuart apparently didn't want the free meal.
No, he didn't choose to come over here.
I mean, we're trying to return the favor of all those meals, all those brunches.
Okay. First off, I never miss out on Metro Diner. Secondly, Gibby kind of leaned me down. He's like, it might just be easier to call in. So that's an extra headset. That's an extra chair for the good people at Metro Diner. I don't need to be a pain in the butt. And I live 1 mile from the original Metro Diner, and I spend plenty of time there, as you can probably tell from my in-person visits.
Talking to almost from Stuart Moore off.
Now, here's where I do this, and I think I know what the answer is. And despite knowing that answer, I'm going to maintain my calm and cool and not insult the professionalism. But are we on speakerphone with Stuart Moore right now, or is he talking into the?
I hope not.
Yeah. Right. Watch this. You want to hear how much better it sounds?
This is a professional show.
Watch what happened. Well, listen to the difference in the quality now as he takes this off of speakerphone and actually puts
Stuart, how about that British Open?
How about that British Open, Stuart?
I'm not on speakerphone.
You have a terrible phone.
Do you want me to hold the phone to my ear?
Yeah, well, isn't that what do you?
How about this?
How we talk on phone these days, or what? Do you want to just? I tell you,
that sounds
better. How about this?
That sounds
just
better.
Keep it on the kitchen counter and stay right there at the table. Do that then.
Stop shoveling in the Cocoa Puffs and do brunch with the
No,
tour.
here's what I want to know. Stuart, I like golf, right? And I think I'm a golf fan. And every year at the British Open, I feel like I get guilt-tripped or I get told you don't know as much or like as much golf as you think you do. Because I've learned this. If they're not playing at St. Andrews, I don't know a doggone thing about the course.
Royal Troon.
Yeah. I know they go to Royal Liverpool and Royal Troon and this one and that one. But I honestly, I can't tell you a thing. This one has the postage stamp green.
What country is it in?
Number 8.
Exactly. Well, they're all in Scotland, aren't they? Except for the one we played in Northern Ireland.
We played Ireland, England.
Yeah, we played. Yeah, Ireland and England. But yeah, I think the issue is, it's always
United Kingdom. That's it.
It's a little overcast. It's a little dreary, and you get to Saturday, and maybe 2 or 3 of the holes, but and honestly, just let's call it like the stupid American sports fan, right? We're just like, they all look the same. I think if you've been over there and played any of them, I have not, but that provides a little bit of a different context to it. But it's just different than watching Augusta National, TPC Sawgrass, East Lake. Like, name a course where the holes definitely have different looks and characteristics that come across on TV. And I think with the Open Championship, it just becomes it takes you a few days to kind of get used to the holes, the routing. You're trying to watch golf at 6 a.m. if you're a crazy golf fan. So it's just a little bit of a different week for us.
Shout out to technology. You guys remember the days where you couldn't watch the British Open? It was all grainy, and high skies. You could never tell where the ball's going.
Also noticed the Brit cameramen were never good at following the ball.
Not as good
back in the day.
Yeah, I got those.
That's gotten much better.
Yeah, you got those high skies.
Gotten much better.
Overcast conditions. How would you? Where would you, Stuart, as more aware of the differences between these golf courses? Where would you put Troon? Like, where does it rank among? Either the tradition, or if you were ranking British Open venues, where would it be, top half, or are they all pretty much the same?
I think Troon. I think this is going to be the 10th time it's hosted the Open, and you think about 2016, it was Henrik Stenson versus Phil Mickelson. That duel was incredible on Sunday. Todd Hamilton, 04, a little bit of not a fluke winner. You would hate to say it, but let's call it a little bit of a fluke winner. But, some of my earliest memories, I remember Mark Calcavecchia in 89 birding the 72nd hole at Troon with that 5-iron out of the right rough. And, it's a venerable place. Arnold Palmer won there, Weiskopf, Watson, Justin Leonard, that's where he got his in 97. So I think it's one of the best. I think it's, a massive complex. I think they've got 45 holes. This is their old course. And you mentioned number 8, the postage stamp par 3, probably one of the most famous par 3s in the world. It should be a good one. It's definitely not, an out of left field type host. This is one that they come to regularly, and this will be the first time in 8 years we've seen it.
Do you guys think Scheffler's, minor pullback at the U.S. Open makes him less like? Does he feel a little less dangerous than
Let's hope so, seeing you'll be picking him.
Well, I will be picking him, but I just do y'all think? I know we would all pick him.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Do you think Scheffler's winning? Would you take Scheffler of the field? Because I would take the field.
I take the field.
I would too. And there were times earlier this spring where that wasn't the answer, right? There were literally times where we would take, go heading into Augusta. I'll take him against the
100%.
field. I'll take him against the
100%.
field. So the USO, or was it the PGA? Or both, actually.
The PGA
got arrested.
PGA, right.
The U.S. Open was a little bit fluid. And I think, Pinehurst.
He just never got going that week.
He never got going. Pinehurst is quirky. The ball's rolling. It's very a lot of it is the luck you get with the wiregrass and the sand. And I think a lot of that's the same for the Open Championship. It's just completely different than Scotty Scheffler going into the Travelers Championship. And you might take him versus the field, but there's a lot of luck in the Open.
Let me ask you this question, Stuart Moore. I almost did it again. If Scotty Scheffler won the British, and then let's say won the Tour Championship, would it be the greatest season in PGA Tour history?
Tiger had better.
Yeah.
Tiger had better?
That 2001.
Tiger had 3, right?
Like either 2001 or 3, one of those years where we added up how much money he would have won if it were paying today's.
All right, I'm just asking.
He had a year where he won 3 majors in the Tour Championship.
Could I not argue that was the greatest season in Tour history or not?
Listen, we're 23 years later. The depth of competition, and not to say it's not like the Tiger era was, Walter Hagen's era, right? I'm not going that extreme, but I think just how ready, like when you look at Ludwig coming out and all these young kids are just ready to win like day one. Even in 2000, 2001, that was not the case. So Tiger was at that point was still battling Els and Mickelson, some of the big names in the game.
Did Tiger not own the Tiger Slam at one point? He won all. He had all four at one point. But he got 3 of those in 1 year.
Yes, he did.
So
he was 2000.
Yeah, he won 3 in a year. He also won the Tour Championship. He won like 11 total, I think.
In 1 year?
Yeah, or 9. I don't quote me on the 11, but he had.
You sure he won the Tour Championship the year he won the 3?
You don't get to $97 million if you're not getting that $30 million.
Yeah, and I think what's going to knock Scotty a little bit in the comparison is the PGA, which obviously gets a little bit of an asterisk with the situation, but then also the poor finish at the U.S. Open.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, just comparing it to year to year.
Yeah,
but this is still one of the greatest things I've seen.
That's by the way, I think we could pick and choose a VJ season that was just as good.
Sure.
I think VJ had a year he won 7 or 8 and maybe 2 majors. So
how good is Bobby McIntyre?
Bobby Mack is really good. It's funny you watch him play and he's only 27. He's still he's such a kid. I think he's incredibly talented. It's sometimes it's hard to know some of the European guys who come over and maybe you didn't watch them play college golf or you didn't see them on the PGA Tour when they were 21, 22, but clearly the kid has some game. Obviously, there was a little bit of a, using the rules to your advantage on Sunday to get that drop on 16 where he wound up making eagle. But that is, that's what the rules of golf are there for.
Hicken asked a question yesterday, Stuart. Let me interrupt you and throw it in there because I'll forget. Since when do we put sprinklers in rough? You know what I mean? Like, why is there a sprinkler head up the side of a hill in the middle of knee-high, fescue?
I have no idea. Renaissance is a newer club, I think. I highly doubt Royal Troon has that in their rough. I would also say if you get baked out in that wispy grass, the last thing you want to do is catch anything on fire. So I would imagine there might be an idea to be able to kind of wet that if need be. But yeah, it was quirky. I had never heard of it, but listen, if you're standing on a sprinkler head, rules of golf, you are entitled to release. And listen, he admitted it too. He's like, "Hey, that was lucky, and I'm taking my stance." And he had metal spikes on the front of his shoes, not on the whole thing. And so he said, if he had soft spikes, he probably wouldn't have felt it. But with the metal spikes, he felt his shoe hitting the plate. So takes a drop, takes advantage of it, and just a cool ending.
A great shot, too, Bob. It's only to hit it knee high to 6 feet was. Because of the result, it looks like more of a break.
Yeah, it did seem.
Yeah.
That ball was kind of sitting up. That was a great shot.
It was a hell of a shot. I think that one of the takeaways outside of his incredible win on Sunday was really Ludwig. We are talking. I think it's 5 straight Sundays where he has failed to break par, going back to the RBC heritage. Just not. I'm looking at it right now. 72, 74, 73, 71, 73 in his last 5 tour Sundays, and some of those finishes, you're finishing 10th. You're finishing 5th. He finished 4th at the Scottish Open. So the guy's playing himself in the contention and is kind of. He doesn't really have it on Sunday right now for some reason.
I thought another storyline was this. It's been unlimited ceiling, really, really great start, and it just doesn't mean that his whole future is going to change. But we saw Oberg fail, a massive fail. This kid has done nothing but live up to any and all expectation, and to play as sketch as he did on Sunday could have some lingering effect on him moving forward.
Yeah.
I would think so, but that's also, it's something that he's, again, a young guy. We expect the world of him now. Bar none, probably has the best swing on the PGA Tour, probably, the best ball striker, and just a great, his swing is absolutely incredible. I think he's just going to take some lumps here and there. And, you think about as good as you can be at golf, how often you lose on the PGA Tour. And Tiger lost way more than he ever won. He's the greatest we've ever seen. So this is kind of part of the learning process, I would think.
One more question before we get into this week's picks. Okay. I'll ask both of you.
All right.
Which will be the guy with 7 consonants who you've never heard of who'll be on the first page of the leaderboard after day one? Right, there's always some Langosky or Quintessera.
That guy last week was that.
Right,
Yeah.
there's always that guy.
Yeah.
So who will that be this week?
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
I won't take much time. I sent the press release to the tour offices.
Well, let's update the numbers first. Gibby, what do you got for us in terms of who's doing what?
All right, I'm going to go last to first. We got Prosser coming in. The total numbers, 20.1 for Jeff. Next up, after Prosser is Hicken, 20.3, so that's a close battle. And then the tour is coming up with you, Stewie, 23.6. And then 25.7, the combination of me and E.T.
Heck, we got to get a little run here, man. So it's down to me and you again for the wheel spin. I think we need to start cutting some deals here. Talk to me after the show. Yeah, I'm going to go this. I don't have the confidence of the days of, Scheffler against the field, but I'm going to have to go Scotty Scheffler. Shocker, I know. Hick?
All right, I'm up. I'm going to go Rory.
Yeah.
Of course.
There it is. Taking it right out from under my feet. Let's go Xander. Time to cash some checks, baby.
Let's hold the lead.
That's fair.
Got you a little British music here.
Thank you.
Gibby for two.
For two. Okay. I'm going to go with this guy. He's been hot. Colin Morikawa.
Okay.
Okay. He's kind of tough. I'll say DeChambeau.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go back to Stewie Moore.
Listen, Ludwig, give it to me. It's going to be there. I don't think I've had him all year, which is great.
Okay. I know who I'm taking, and I knew he would be available at 8, so I know it's not my pick. I'm not going to mush it here, but I've got a guy that I've had my eye on, and if you do take him, I'm going to be in big trouble because I'm totally unprepared because I know that this is the guy that I was going to take. I'm stalling for you. Give us a pick.
I'm torn.
Okay. Who are you torn between? I'm interested to see if this affects what I was talking about.
I'm going to take one last shot at glory. He's had a terrible year. He's done absolutely nothing.
Tiger Woods.
He is he's fat. He's out of shape.
What?
He's swearing every time he hits a golf ball.
Oh, I know who he's going for.
Yeah, I'm going to take Rahm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
I just did that.
I'm going to go with...
Yeah.
This would be a good...
A lot of oohs and ahs over here on the Rahm pick.
This carries a cliche British Open storyline.
Yeah.
Local boy, been so close, good game, never won on tour. I'm going to go with old Tommy Fleetwood.
There it is.
Good old Tommy Fleetwood, right?
That was my other choice.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yep.
That was the one I was hoping would skate through.
You got him.
I would gladly take him. All right, well, Stuart, there you go.
Thank you, Stuart.
Picks are in. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
All right, my man. Okay, there you go. We're live at the Metro Diners, Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday. We have managed to once again blow up the broadcast clock. Be back with more next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with our friends at Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96 mile-per-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler and reduces your energy bill. This summer, take advantage of their 30% off, 0% interest financing offer, plus a 25-year warranty. Call Rhino Shield, 414-4868. That's 414-4868 for a free estimate, or visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
Hey, Matt Hayes here with Mike Dempsey, both continuing to reap the benefits of losing weight with Awaken 180. For me, it starts with sleep. That's right, a full night's sleep every night. Another thing, I haven't been sick in months. No colds, no sinus infections. Mike?
Same thing here. My added bonus is I've lost a few more pounds in free maintenance. Crazy to think the weight not only stayed off since last September, but I don't even think about it anymore. With Awaken 180, keeping it off becomes second nature. I've had my cheat days, I have my cheat meals, but it's not really cheating when the results stay the same.
Awaken 180 isn't just about losing weight. It's about enhancing your life, better sleep, better health, and for me, enjoying golf and swimming without joint pain.
When you're not carrying around 40 extra pounds, your joints surely thank you. Have your joints, your heart, and your scale thanking you too, and do what we did online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
College football is finally here. Yes! SEC Football Media Days. Catch interviews with coaches and players.
We need change. I think everybody knows that.
If you miss one, you can hear it on demand at 1010XL.com. Brought to you by Instant Keys.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to VidaDeLuis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
The legend of my speed eating grows. Show of hands who can eat the Bissell breakfast in the 4-minute break. I guess I'm left with a couple of pancakes here that I may meander through as we move along. But had a fun day out here at Metro Diner.
It's great.
Appreciate them sponsoring. We had a wave from 6:30 to 8, now from 8 to 10. Just kind of a little give back. Appreciate all y'all for listening and being a part of what we've done here now for a lot of years. A lot of years. So when I say a lot.
We had a controversy while you were on vacation.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it out there to the Googans and let them decide. Okay? Like,
how are you going to determine how they decided? Just like your EA Sports poll?
No, I just, whatever they think, they'll rule. They'll give you a watch at the text line, and we'll just take opinion.
Okay.
So me and Pross, Jeff went on vacation. All right? And I didn't know where he went on vacation or whatever. He was off. And he sent me a text, musings from the beach.
Okay. So, by the way, now you do know where
now I
am
know
on
you're
vacation.
at the beach.
And who has reached out to who?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, musings from the beach.
Check it.
I won't tell you what the musings were, but
they were good.
Musings from the beach.
They were very good.
So I answered the questions, yes and no, and told him a little bit more. And then he told me about, there's a surf camp in front of me, and I said, you renting a place? And then Jeff said, yeah, we did a condo.
Mm-hmm.
Just Stacy and I. Mm-hmm. Y'all come on down. Okay?
Pretty clear.
Fairly clear. That's an invite. Is that not an invite, ladies and gentlemen?
100%.
Y'all come on down.
Now, before we go any further, was an invite ever, like taken back? Was it ever?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No,
Just
it was an invite.
Right.
Friendly invite.
100%.
Y'all come on down. As in y'all being me and Reagan.
Of course.
Right?
I didn't mean you
it's
and
me and Stacy.
I didn't mean you and the luncher.
No. He says, y'all come on down. I respond, where at?
Yeah.
Darkness. He goes dark on me.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to find him?
Yeah.
He's got no answer. Where you at? Nothing. That was on a Tuesday. The next text was on a Friday when I called him and he said, I'm playing a poker tournament. I'll call you back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask, is that not an invite and then pull back invite? Oh, God, he wants to come. Oh, God, Stacy, he took me up on it. Is that what just happened? Because that's how I felt. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. I don't think I am. Where you at?
Well, that'd be a first. So
where you at?
Yeah.
Never heard from him again.
I am on the beach.
3 days.
Offers there. I mean, hey, you know what would happen? You know what would also be a possibility?
What's that?
Phone rings. Hey, man, I've tried to text you back. You still sitting on the beach? Yeah, I am. Hey, are you serious? Can we come down? Sure, come on. This is the address. I'll send it to you. That easy.
Is that how you're supposed to do
I'm
it?
not
Or
saying,
do you take
there is
I kind
no
of
supposed
sensing
to.
here
No.
that he doesn't want me to really come. It was just
Wow.
him kind of going through the, hey, come on down. We're just hanging out.
Okay, now, we have bigger psychological issues here. There's therapy ahead if that was really your thinking.
Really?
Like, if your therapy really, if you really were thinking, oh, my God, he was just asking to be polite. He really doesn't want me to come.
Right.
We need counseling.
Counseling.
Couples counseling. That's ridiculous.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Crickets.
And
Crickets.
You guys want to know the reality?
Crickets.
You want to know the reality of a relationship with Dan Hicken?
I like doing this live. I can see the faces.
Yeah, here, hold on a second.
I feel like I'm gaining momentum and I'm correct here.
I don't know if there's a right or wrong. That's what I was willing to say. But if you want to make it, a referendum, we will. I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm just
You're talking about my mental capacity.
No, I don't.
State.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's good or bad.
Oh, you don't think the
You're
situation?
certainly welcome. Oh no, here it is. Here's the reality, and he'll lie. And the bottom line is this: gun to head, wrong answer, trigger gets pulled.
Yeah.
Him and Reagan were never coming down to the beach on that Tuesday.
But that's not the point.
Oh!
Is that the point?
Now you see.
Is that the point?
Down to
I would have texted back.
Is that a point? Is that not part of the argument?
Hey, you can't read my mind. I say,
You read mine?
Hey, I'm working today. Or,
You
hey,
read mine?
sorry, we can't make it. I would have responded.
Yeah.
As you should have responded after I said, where you at?
Again,
I'm literally sitting on the beach. I don't know if I dropped. I don't know why. I missed. In fact, I went to support the argument that he never texted me back. I would have. Now, that argument I would have lost. I never heard back from the guy. So that's the headspace I was in. I wasn't in the headspace of, oh, no, Stacy. Because they might actually come.
because
whatever you do, don't answer the phone.
Because
Stacy, if Reagan texts, don't respond.
Because I will say this, and we have a mutual friend here, so I'll throw this out and let him kind of wink or nod. You don't have a great hit. Oh, I didn't get that text. I never got that text. Right?
For what now?
Like sometimes people will text you. I didn't get that text.
No, I seriously don't get some sometimes.
I didn't get that text.
I have a.
It's in the ether zone. Up in the ether zone.
He laughs. I can find one. In fact, you two go get a room. Yeah, y'all just go on. You've had a nice bed and breakfast. Just go on and get a room, and we'll move along. I mean, for the love of Pete, man.
I'm just saying.
Go behind there's a kissing booth right here. Take a turn.
Where you at? This is where we're at. Answer the question. Where you at?
Yeah,
no, you don't.
I'll just, I'll let a higher power just convict you what you're doing here. I clearly have no say with these qualms. I'll let some discernment enrich you at some point. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Did you have? I tried to tell you yesterday. Played Teoscar Hernandez as the long shot wild. That's not who I said. I said Jose Ramirez.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You had the bear, and I had the polar bear.
Did I win? I won.
I'm still I'm miffed at Murph about this one. Teoscar Hernandez was one of the guys I really wanted on the Mets squad.
Why is that Murph's fault?
Because he said he strikes out too much.
Okay. I thought that didn't matter anymore in Major League Baseball.
I don't know. We'll ask Murph tomorrow. I don't mean to blaspheme him when he's not here.
We just did.
I did.
Join the club, Murph.
Sorry, Murph.
At least I'm here to defend myself.
Murph, though, if I said where you at, would tell me.
It's unbelievable.
I'm in New York.
You know what's
Come on up.
Look forward to next segment, gang, because I'm going to scroll. I'm going to scroll back through the Prosser Hicken conversation, and I'll find me a few examples of where someone was left hanging. I don't want to do that. You son of a bitch.
We can't read the text between us on the air. That would be. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, listen. Yeah. There's some stuff in there that would.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
That's like in the break.
Yeah. Overheard in the break. That's the best. The best podcast never done would be our Overheard in the Break podcast.
Overheard in the Break.
It's a great title. It's catchy.
It's some fascinating stuff.
And it would end the radio career. So the podcast career would have to be terrific.
I know. We're heading towards.
Yeah, because Overheard in the Break would end the radio career, and then it would become strictly a podcasting career.
I think if we can hang in here for another 10 years, Overheard in the Break, we'll do it. It'll be all fair game. No, it'll be all. I don't think it'll be a swan song. I think it doesn't matter. Say whatever you want.
Yeah,
I think that's the way we're headed. There are things that we used to do in the radio that we can't do now that we used to do.
Correct.
There used to be games that we used to play.
The delicate sensibilities of society have
People
changed.
get too hurt.
Yeah.
They get too
hurt.
Be
careful.
You got to be
Factual
careful.
questions are
We might go viral.
like the national anthem girl last night.
National anthem girl was viral.
The only question I have about the national anthem girl who totally butchered the. You got the last 20 seconds of the anthem, Gibby?
For the land of the free.
Not good.
Thank you, Roseanne.
Yeah, worse.
Hold on. No, here's the sticking point on the anthem.
Yeah.
That's a 4-time Grammy winner.
No, I think nominee.
Yeah, I thought you said nominee.
I thought you said winner.
I don't think she won.
Oh, I thought you said winner.
I think she's a 4-time Grammy nominee.
Up next, the nomination for Screaming in the Wilderness.
Oh, man.
I mean,
that was bad.
That last 20 seconds had Roseanne and Carl Lewis combined.
Yes.
They said Fergie at the 2018 NBA All-Star game was especially bad.
Yeah, there's been some bad ones.
Sometimes you don't need to mess with it, man. Just go with the cliche performance.
Right.
You don't have to go, show your voice range. Just get through this thing.
Yeah. I don't know what she was thinking. It's one of two things. Either she's, like you said, auto-tune. She's an auto-tune Grammy star. Or she was, had 6 gummies before the performance.
I don't think gummies can do that.
And it just kind of went her, kind of sent her.
Not sure that's how those work.
No?
I don't think that's how those work.
Didn't give her the jolt, the
confidence. Again, it's just, I think those are apples and oranges.
Okay. Well,
it could be flavors if you're
her name was, what's her name, Gibby? Ingrid something or Andres?
Ingrid Andress.
Ingrid Andress.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
It was not good.
Ingrid the Horrible,
And I'll tell you what else I don't like about the home run derby.
What's that?
Now,
you've always been a big home run derby guy.
but it just goes so long.
You know what's happened? Here's what happened, Dan, to the home run derby. I have it figured out. I graduated from the home run derby and told you how I didn't like it. It was boring.
Yeah.
When my kids were in their 20s and your kid was 12.
Yeah, he loved it.
Right? When they're little kids, they love the home run derby. And I get it. And so you would watch it with him, and he would enjoy it. And then you get to a point that you realize, well, my gosh, this is like watching the layup line.
It just goes on.
This is like going to batting practice before a Braves-Phillies game.
I don't like this. So then they had some dude, after this awful anthem.
Darren the Baker has made it in.
I know. One of the great Jag fans in the history of Jag fans.
Once got throat punched at a Steelers game.
He did. He got throat punched.
Lived to tell about it.
He did. He did.
In the belly of the beast. We won that game. Darn right we did.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm aware.
He would go up there and trade.
I thought he was supposed to go. Baselli, I think, took and broke the RV on that trip. Same trip.
He may have.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night they have the anthem, and that's bad. Then they bring out this dude. I don't know who he is. I think he's on SNL, I think they said.
Okay.
From Saturday Night Live, sketch character Biff Pokeroba.
Yeah, there's no SNL character named Biff Pokeroba.
All right, so he comes out there and he's like, and he starts introducing the dudes.
Okay, I didn't watch all that.
And it was the longest, lamest, stupidest. And I feel, and then they got them standing on these like stars one by one.
Yeah,
they come out with their bats.
I was fast forwarding through it.
It was ridiculous.
It didn't look entertaining at all.
And it looked like to me, I'm like, let's go.
Do you know what I take out of what you just said there?
What?
Again, we're cross generations here. It's just how irrelevant SNL has become, huh?
Yeah.
Like there was a time where if that guy out there would have been Dan Aykroyd or Eddie Murphy or
Belushi or
but somebody of some consequence.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah, you said.
I mean, they don't really have many. Superstars anymore.
Oh, we got to take a break.
As always, we've run into some clock issues here.
Clock issues?
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at Metro Grill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. For most people, noon means lunchtime.
What's wrong with lunch?
At 1010XL, it means
helmets and heels.
Mia, Lauren, and Taylor.
You understand lunch.
Lunch, friends, and sports talk.
Weekdays, noon to 2.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
It's back! The Big One sales event is here, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota. Arlington has over 400 new Toyotas available. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and family vans. And that means now is the time to go big and go home in style. Plus, with every new Toyota purchase, you get Arlington's lifetime warranty and 30-day exchange program. But don't wait. The Big One sales event won't last long, so shop today. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Schedule a free roof inspection with the experts at Universal Roof and Contracting. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. Offer expires July 31st. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation. The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish Revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
At Hidden Hills Golf Club, we truly love the game of golf. We invite you to book your next tee time here and enjoy a golfing experience that you might not find at other public facilities. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com. You'll be glad you did.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss Premier League clubs, Wolves and West Ham in Jacksonville for the Stateside Cup, July 27th at Everbank Stadium. Tickets as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by PrimeMen'sMedical.com. Former Jaguar and current NFL Network analyst Bucky Brooks names Trevor Lawrence as being a fringe blue chip player for the team, but disagreed with ESPN about Lawrence being a top 10 quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence, his game certainly translates and certainly puts him in the conversation of being a top 10 quarterback.
Jag offensive line coach Phil Rauscher looks to have a more cohesive unit for the upcoming season.
There's a more cohesive unit that has been working together.
A poll of experts who cover the league for USA Today Sports Network has pegged the Bulldogs to win the SEC. The Bulldogs were nearly a unanimous choice, with one writer opting for Texas. Florida is predicted to finish 12th in the 16-team conference. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
82 degrees at 9:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
See, the difference is Fergie can sing. She just changed it up and made it too.
Oh, I thought that was Jessica Rabbit. That's Fergie?
No, that's Fergie.
Oh.
Fergie-licious.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
They did not rave about that performance. I don't.
No, it
necessarily
wasn't
remember
great.
it.
And again,
we had one in the last year that was terrible. We did this whole pull up, Carl Lewis. We did.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was for.
my whole point, I love the national anthem, but I've always loved "God Bless America" more. I wish
Play that
sang
instead.
"God Bless America" and made that our anthem. But it is what it is.
PFF is in the process. That's Pro Football Focus of releasing their top 50 players in the league. We haven't got down to the top 30 yet. What I have in front of me is our numbers 31 through 50. And I tell you what what jumps at me pretty quick is, boy, that de-escalated quickly.
What's that?
The number 40th ranked player
is
Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Again, we have kind of, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think we kind of almost like free pass.
What numbers do you have?
I got 31 to 50.
All right. Is Josh Allen in there?
He'll be ahead of. He'll be higher.
Josh Hines Allen. I'm sorry.
He'll be ahead of 31. I think he's not in the 31 to 50. Hutchinson's 34, but Jalen Ramsey at 40. There's a reason I ask is this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you think, like, if you put percentage chances on Jalen Ramsey being a Hall of Famer and you did it by year,
right?
It peaked with what, like Rams Super Bowl year All Pro, 90%.
Yeah.
Can it go down? Is he like? I'm not going to say if his career ended today. That's not what I'm saying.
No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Do you think he will be?
Yet.
Is that where he's headed? Because being 40th,
probably needs to play better. Probably needs to have a couple more Pro Bowl-like years.
Here's what it says about Jalen. Injury delayed Jalen Ramsey from featuring last season with Vic Fangio's defense. He didn't make it to the field until Week 8. 2 of his first 3 games, he posted an 89 coverage grade or better overall out of 53 passer rating and coverage, so he can still cut it with the best corners. 2024 will be an exciting season to see Ramsey, even if he's no longer with Fangio's defense. Well, I'll say about that, it doesn't look like his play went down all that much. It's just that the injury or otherwise kind of kept him out of.
He's Jalen, and again, we have these. Jalen's a good guy to argue because, and it'd be interesting when he goes into the room, because he'll be a whatever nominee or such. But I've always thought he was a little bit overrated. Now I'm biased because I just always thought he was such a selfish football player. But he's not the kind of corner where they take away the field. Half the
isn't
field.
that position like? Get that boost more than any other position in sports. You can get. I'm saying as a corner, you can come in and have 2 or 3 really good years, get the reputation of being a shutdown guy, and then the reason you only get 2 interceptions is because they don't throw at you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can build an early image or standard and maintain it without. Like a receiver goes out and catches 110. If he catches 50 and then 40, he ain't a great receiver anymore. A corner can go out and be all-pro and have 5 picks and then have back-to-back years with 1 and 0. He's still an all-pro. There's just other reasons.
Like
for
I
why.
have more. I remember more Jalen Ramsey. Like I always think about the Super Bowl against the Bengals, and boy,
avoiding contact.
Thank you for coming. If they could have gave Burrow a couple. I mean, he got sacked so many times in those games. Remember in the playoffs? If they could have gave him a little more time, boy, Jamar Chase was beating him pretty good.
Yeah.
And he ran by him on that last play of the game. I don't know if you remember that. And he had him, but he couldn't.
They had it.
Aaron Donald came surging up the middle.
Yeah, literally like one of the last plays of the game.
It was the last play, I think. But yeah, so I don't know, man. It'll be interesting for him. And he's on his 3rd team. But corners do that now. They go get new deals, and so that's part of today's NFL.
More musings from this PFF Top 50.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's better? And this better be an easy, quick answer after a trade proposal you once launched on this air.
Acuna or Jeff McNeil?
Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel?
Oh, I like Deebo.
Ayuk 49, Samuel 50.
Yeah, Samuel gets injured too much. That's the problem. But Ayuk had a really great year last year. I think Ayuk is really good. I don't put Ayuk in the elite. I don't put him in the JJ, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams group.
The problem with Deebo Samuel is you really appreciate how good he is when he's not playing, and the part of that I mean is that there's too often he's not playing. And
well, I will say that Ayuk, was it against your Packers? He had that catch. No, the Lions. He had that catch against the Lions down the middle. I mean, one of the best catches I've ever. I mean, that was a good one. The ball was tipped, remember, and he grabbed it and rolled into the end zone. I think, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was like a Sunday nighter or something.
No, that was the NFC Championship, right?
Well, that was against the Niners.
Yeah, Niners Lions. I'm talking about Ayuk.
Oh, yeah.
Ayuk
I thought you said Packers.
No, I was wondering if it was against.
Well,
the
then
Packers.
I was thinking Packers Lions. I got all turned inside out.
Yeah. So,
no, that's I get.
And I don't think I tell you the underrated guy is that Amon Ross St. Brown. Sorry,
well, except that he's like 23rd.
Is he?
Yeah, he's ahead of those guys.
No, but he's terrific, man. That guy is. And by the way, I was watching the receiver show again last night after I turned off the Derby. He was ticked when he didn't make the Pro Bowl team.
32.
All-Pro.
Yeah,
Pro Bowl. All-Pro.
Amon Ross.
He was peed off.
Amon Ross St. Brown, 32nd on the list.
Yeah.
You know, this is can come across as very self-serving, but you know who should really right now, and they are getting some of this. You see this a little bit. You know who a good, thick, throw a little future money down on Super Bowl contender should be?
Who?
The Falcons. They really should. They should be throw money down on a dark horse contender, you know, because of the conference they're coming from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the NFC is far from awing and amazing.
The division's not all world.
The division's not all world. You've added not just Kirk Cousins, but you know the offensive mind of the Rams system. They're going to go from a team that throws it the fewest to a team that throws it the most. So it's not a fantasy football segment per se. They have some elite defensive talent. Jesse Bates is a top 40 player on this list.
He's the guy who hit JJ that made him bleed.
I'm just from 31 to 50.
Yeah.
You know, I got they have a really good offensive line, by the way, but for 31, I got Jesse Bates at 37. I got guard Chris Lidstrom at 38.
Yeah.
So you got some offensive line pieces.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson is getting ready to break out, you would think, as a running back. Offensively in particular. I mean, and so I don't say this from a fan perspective. I'm just saying if you're looking for a team that could be like the Texans, you know, a team that maybe – is more contender than you would have thought, and especially how they played in recently.
Yeah,
I think Atlanta's going to fit that. I think they'll win the South. Now, again, you're not, you know, this is kind of like your poll question yesterday. The competition isn't the best.
Yeah, Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks are good.
Baker's got to keep playing like he's played.
Yeah,
can't take a step back. Kirk Cousins is pretty good in Carolina, New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can see them winning the division. I don't know if they're going to make a run in the postseason.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be unlike the Packers last year. You know, Packers didn't have expectations when last season started. They went to the semis.
Yeah.
Who'd they beat? The Rams?
Packers?
Yeah, in the first round. Is that who they beat or no?
Cowboys?
Yeah,
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, down there.
Yeah.
They stopped Dak.
Oh, Dak.
It's part of the Dak legacy.
They were talking a lot yesterday about that quarterback ranking and how Dak is like, you know, why is Dak down so low? And really, one of the fair statements about it is, and I think this is true, by the way, you get judged a lot more being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys than you do some teams. Well, like everything you do is magnified. And Dak's whole thing is just the postseason. Because, I mean, he had a great year last year. I mean, he was terrific. And yet he fell backwards in the ratings because he had a stinkeroo in the postseason.
I think part of it is
because Jack's great, Darnell Savage.
I think this is also part of the equation too, though. I think maybe the cynicism, you know, or skepticism against that Cowboys is because at the same time they also probably get too much credit.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Right.
To a point,
at the same time, but in fairness to your point,
you
know, based on coverage and commercial opportunity, you'd think that Tony Romo and Dak Prescott were Joe Montana and Steve Young.
Right.
And Romo never won a damn thing, ever.
Right.
He's Dak before Dak.
Yes.
He is Dak.
Yes, 100%.
You know, incredible numbers, top seeds, and playoffs coming.
Very odd what they're doing.
Did the Cowboys – when was the last time the Cowboys were in a conference championship game? Have they been in one since 95?
I don't think so.
I don't think they have either.
No.
And the problem for Dak in Dallas is this, and it's the hardest thing, and it also works against Lamar. It's one thing to lose in the postseason. It's another thing to lose your first game as a top seed at home in the postseason. He's done that twice.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's just you work too hard to get that spot.
Man, so
you just got to win one game, and you're a step away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they can't do it.
Yeah. Now, Baltimore, to their credit, Houston wasn't ready to go into that. But then they couldn't beat the Chiefs.
No.
But that's probably and by the way, listen, no quarterback's legacy is ever built on what he did against the Giants in November.
Right.
You gotta win playoff games. You gotta win. And by the way, this Joe Burrow is the second best. Everyone loves Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
In 10 years, if Joe Burrow didn't win a Super Bowl, Joe Burrow's just going to have been a guy.
Oh yeah.
Not a Hall of Famer even.
I don't think there's any sport we don't ever say about a baseball guy, well, he didn't win a World Series.
That's right.
Do we say? I don't think we say much in hockey, well, he didn't win the Cup. Or
unless you're
I guess NBA you do say that
for sure,
right?
You do for quarterbacks. Other position players don't
just
have
quarterbacks.
Yeah, just quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks and NBA superstars are the ones who they have to win the championship to get that.
That's right.
Extra credit.
And you know why? Because they're the two most impactful positions in sports.
Yeah.
Basketball superstar and NFL quarterback.
I wonder if
maybe pitcher.
Maybe NHL goaltenders.
And goaltender.
Probably NHL goaltenders.
I think you can ride a hot pitcher in baseball. But even the goaltender and pitcher don't reach that NBA superstar quarterback where you're defined by whether or not you won one. Steve, give me a Nolan Ryan.
Right.
Is no worse that he didn't win
right.
Although did he win in '69? Was he on that team?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean.
He wasn't a part of it. I mean, Mad Bum pitched himself to greatness.
Well, and now that doesn't mean you can't accentuate who you are by doing it, but it doesn't define you like those two sports.
No,
for sure.
It's just interesting how that quarterbacks. And again, it's the most important position in sports, so it's so magnified. Every single thing that you do when you're playing that position, the way you carry yourself, and honestly, in this day and age, you have to be the CEO of yourself. Well, and is what you are. I mean, that's what you are.
We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to ask you to look at their stats. We don't have to run a comparison chart. At the end of the day, if you're ranking Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers is third, unquestionably.
Yeah.
And for one reason.
He didn't win.
The other dude's got 2 Super Bowls. He's got none.
Yeah,
never went to one.
If Phillip had won 2 and Eli hadn't won, he would be zoomed ahead of Eli.
Sure he should. And it doesn't mean that he's not going to go into the Hall.
And Eli,
the guy who's done the best job of it not condemning his career or shading it is Marino.
Yeah.
Who got from the day he retired. He was
and he only went to 1.
Still carried though that street rep of being if not the one of the best for sure.
Yeah.
Haven't been many of the great. It's hard to come up with a list of great quarterbacks.
Elway was headed that way, and he wouldn't have got it unless TD came along and they won those 2.
Is it chicken or egg? In other words, is the greatness defined because they won the Super Bowl, or did they win the Super Bowl because they were great?
Right.
The player himself. I mean.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit of both. Like, no one's ever going to, confuse Jim McMahon for being a great quarterback.
And then, and you look at sports are weird, man. Like, the Diamondbacks went to the World Series last year.
Right.
They'll be forgotten because they didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're like the Rockies year they went.
Yeah, they flared up, but now they've disappeared again.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, forgotten from this standpoint, you may always remember that they were technically in a World Series, but tell me, in 5 years, tell me 3 players on that Diamondbacks team.
Right.
In 5. Not today, you probably still can.
Right.
Corbin Carroll and Marte.
Well, by the way, he's having
Gallen and
bad year.
Corbin Carroll?
Yeah.
Again, that's the what's the kid from Oregon State? That's the concern.
Bazana.
Little dudes, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what sport you're playing. I got a little dude and a big dude, and they're all things equal. I'm taking a big dude every time.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We're rocking and rolling here at Metro Diner. We're in Bay Meadows. Appreciate all the Googans coming out today. Had a good time, and we're kind of wrapping things up as we steam ahead here. Breakfast was terrific. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back with more.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and we'll come back and see what's trending. Why don't we do that?
Too many Braves. We got Braves staring
Love
at me.
It.
Braves.
Yeah.
Braves everywhere.
They got a Met guy over there.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Want more Jags? Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. Looking for more in-depth coverage of the Gators? Subscribe to the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel. Need your FSU fix? Well, subscribe to the 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel. Your favorite team, one specific location.
Hicken here for Bowden Eye & Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowden Eye & Associates today and experience the difference. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, with 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
What's up? I'm Patrick Young. If you're a business owner, make your plans to attend the Florida SBDC Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. You'll network with other Florida business owners, learn marketing and operational strategies. Plus, I'll deliver an inspirational keynote message. There's also a reverse trade show event where you can speak with government agencies to explore their business partnerships. Register online at floridasbdc.org and I will see you there.
There are so many ways you can catch me, Mia O'Brien.
Helmets and Heels.
Weekdays, noon to 2.
And on 1010XL's video and social channels. All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
It's Mo Time with Mo Bryan.
On 1010XL.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Hi, this is Chelsea. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will enhance the beauty and value of your home. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey guys, this is David Garrard, and I want to tell you about Clearwater Irrigation. They put my new sprinkler system in at my new home at Jack's Beach, and I couldn't be happier. Oh, hey John.
What's up, Dave? You know what this means. You're going to have to sing.
Man, I can't sing.
Then you'll fit right in, buddy. Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers. Hit it, Dave.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com. The Open Championship. Fantasy Golf.
All right, let's do it.
Maybe you know your golfers.
Yes, I do. Get on with it.
Win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. And MyBookie. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich, the one-stop solution for any plumbing problem, residential or commercial. No matter how complex the work, Roland Reich quotes all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Whether your pipes are doing a water ballet or you need to hydrojet the whole system, always use Roland Reich Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill, SEC Media Days are underway. Kirby Smart will be meeting the media today. So will Carson Beck. Such big things expected for the Jacksonville product, quarterbacking Georgia this year. Billy Napier and the Gators will meet the media tomorrow. 1010XL, boots on the ground, live coverage from SEC Media Days starts today. Before we get into what's trending, Hick, I'm just going to ask you if you have you seen or heard of issues with Cormani McClain already in Gainesville?
I saw some rumors. Some guys shut it down, but yeah, there's some stuff going on. I don't know. I don't know enough. I mean, just social media stuff. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see how it goes.
Here is what the social media statement says, at least. I was told that Cormani McClain has been late to most of the requirements. Meetings lift. The way that it's handled is sort of like a strike system. Essentially, you get a warning, then you have to do extra run lift. He's in the weight gain program, so we have to do extra lifting, which he showed up to late as well. They started to make the defense and the rest of the team do these extra lifts, thinking that would get Cormani to show up on time. It hasn't.
Yeah.
So some of the same things that you heard about, I
mean, Deion was right about him. I mean, he's got to, and you got to grow up, and you got to be able to do it.
But yeah, you have to definitely go out of, these are issues sometimes with prospects.
Yeah.
Your career and your reputation and your legacy doesn't end when you sign.
Well, he's
like sometimes they ride that 5-star number one, and like that's their designation for the rest of their life.
Yeah, he's gonna have to grow up, and he's on. When he leaves Florida, if he leaves Florida again, and I don't know all
He's
of it.
not exactly wowed you, though.
No.
There's not a bunch of positive.
And here's the thing. And I don't think his talent outweighs his,
It didn't seem to.
And so if he doesn't do this, his next stop is like small college. I mean, he's
right.
There's no other Power 5 is going to take a chance on him.
He needs another Deion to go to Jackson State to give him a chance.
I mean, that's where he's going to be. So he needs to understand it. And I'm sure he's been told that. I mean, it's just some kids, they just can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge for them going forward, and it will be interesting. See, I wasn't counting on him being a starting corner for the Gators anyway. He was a luxury to me. Oh, great, give him a chance. If it works out fine. If not, so be it.
I was afraid of this. Now, this doesn't mean there's something you're saying. I was afraid of. I was not a big. I wasn't excited about the Cormani McClain. I didn't take it as you're getting a former number 5 player.
No.
To me, it looks like he's going to fall into that underachiever for whatever reasons.
Right.
And by underachiever, I just mean compared to what your recruiting star was.
Right.
And it doesn't look that way to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's trending. Gibby's put together a list back there.
Oh, Gibby, wonderful.
It's brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine, and I'm going to detail for you guys. I kind of walk through this process with Integra that I've already started with. First, my consult. My doc, Paul Bousset, is beautiful. You got all kinds of things and treatment programs out there that can help you in a variety of ways for whatever's been bothering you, and I'll share those with you as we go along. Some areas and some aspects that I was looking to get a boost from, and I'll tell you exactly how that process moves along. But for now, brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine. It's time for today's Top 5.
Gimme.
Number 5.
All right, we've been talking about this a little bit. We played the last 20 seconds last night of the anthem by Ingrid Andress, a 4-time Grammy-nominated artist.
Ingrid.
We've been playing the last 20 seconds. Well, here's a little bit of the beginning from last night.
With broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watch.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know, it sounds to me like that's gummies, man. She's slurring.
It sounds like.
Yeah, it
That
does.
sounds like.
Embrace. That doesn't sound like that to you?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know, man.
Or is that just bad singing?
Yeah, that's some local legal.
Like, I know
that
bad
I've never
singing.
heard of before.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been
I think
part of some bad songs.
I mean, throw Xanax on that or something. I
Xanax,
don't know, man.
that might be Xanax.
If you're going that far on that, I don't.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, what's amazing about that is that how bad it is.
Terrible.
This is a Grammy nominated. It makes me lose all hope in the integrity of.
Yeah.
You know, singing and.
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, that was not a great choice. Maybe she was good in the practice and the lead up, but
It was like someone won a contest, Hick. It wasn't like it was an accomplished professional singer.
Ain't
It
no
was like
doubt,
someone
bro.
won a contest. Hey, you can sing the a Q101 5.1 contest. You sing the national anthem at the Home Run Derby.
Yeah. Crazy.
Number 4.
Number 4, I just saw this recently. How much each NFL team will spend on their wide receivers in 2024? Where do you guys think the Jags rank on this? How much money each NFL team will spend on their wide receivers this year in 2024?
Yeah, I'd say bottom 10.
Really?
Yeah.
They got a first-round pick, and you got a free agent acquisition in Christian Kirk.
In that
But back
first-round
then-
rookie, nothing like $2 million or something?
No, it's more
than that.
But
Did they pay Gabe Davis? I don't remember. What did he get?
got a good deal.
12 a year, maybe?
I'd say middle.
According
I'll
to
go 21.
this,
I'll go 16.
according to this, it's a lot higher.
Okay.
According to what I've got, the Jags are 7th most this season paying wide receivers.
That's
You
not
got to remember
good.
Kirk. Remember Kirk?
Yeah.
Kirk
I guess
factors
we're
into
probably
this.
some escalator for him. And this salary cap.
Well, we don't have the 7th best receiving core.
Correct.
So if you do dollars to talent, we miss on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
according to this,
speaks
the
to
Jags
the
are spending
unknown.
$43 million on the receiver position this year. That ties up 17.4% of the cap in wide receiver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who do you think's number one?
For number one, it's 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are going to be
Waddle and Hill both. I mean, right?
And Smith, but I think it's the other two. I think it's A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
Okay, I like those. Who is it?
It is not. Yeah, the Dolphins are 3rd with Waddle and Tyreek. Money spent.
Brown and
Remember, it's these are interesting because it's money spent this year. It's not, it's not anything else combined. It's money this year. The 49ers spending 55.2 this year.
Yeah, Debo got a big deal.
Do they count just receivers or tight ends in there?
I think it's just receivers. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So interesting. The team in last place, the Packers, $11.5 million.
Whoa. Now, there's ROI because they got good young receivers.
Yeah, they're
right?
getting
They had
bang for their buck.
2 or 3 rookies last year that really, flashed. So, wow, good for them.
Interesting stuff. Jags 7th on that list. $43 million spent on the receiver position this year.
That's not good ROI.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3. This news came out yesterday afternoon. Skip Bayless leaving FS1.
Yeah.
His last show at the end
that.
of the summer here.
Is he retiring? Is that the deal?
I don't know. He got.
You don't think so?
His
He
last
show up
his last
somewhere
deal
else?
was worth $32 million. So.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. The worst investment in sports broadcasting history for a guy who lost to Peppa Pig in the ratings. That's right, I said it. Peppa Pig.
Peppa beats a lot, man.
Peppa's tough to beat, but
I don't know why you got to down Peppa.
Our girl knows Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
Shout out Peppa.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bet.
I mean, and by the way, his ratings have gone down since they lost Sharp. They just recycle these guys over and over, back and forth. Keyshawn goes from fired at ESPN over to Fox. I mean, Shannon goes from, leaves Fox over to ESPN. I mean, they just go back and forth. There's so many of these shows now. But yeah, Skip, and they didn't have a host, and so the show, the ratings have gone down since they lost Sharp.
Well, that medium has gotten so muddled. They used to stand out to do that kind of show.
Right.
The
ultimate starters were Kornheiser and Wilbon. Who stole it from us.
Who stole it from us.
Just so you know.
Final. Had a couple of guys in here who were saying, it was what I used to watch back in the TV days.
Yeah.
Sports.
Oh, yeah.
TV. All right,
Number
one
2.
is it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Number 2.
Jump the gun.
Today is, you might, if your wife is like this, your significant other's like this, you might show up to your house today with a bunch of boxes around the house, people dropping stuff off.
Today's that Amazon
Today
day.
is Amazon Prime Day.
Prime Day.
I'm going to probably show up with about 4.
But couldn't that be a good thing? I mean, shouldn't we? Can't we
you're getting deals.
Bit of savings and all that.
You're acting like a woman. You're about to because you're about to sit there going, "Well,
No,
look at the money I saved when I spent all this money."
No. I'm saying if you need something, now's the time. I'm not talking about that strategy.
You should be grateful to me because I saved you all this money because it was half off.
Yeah, no, I'm not
you
saying
really spent the money.
No. I'm saying, but if you do need something, now is the time to do it. Yeah,
all right.
I'm not talking about just like going on a shopping spree and then telling you that I actually saved X amount. I mean, but if you do need a Barco lounger, then today would be the day to get it.
Probably a little sexist. I apologize.
That's okay.
It's a popular day. Amazon Prime Day begins today.
For the women, apparently.
We'll be getting calls.
We'll be getting a bunch of boxes at home.
Number 1.
This was tweeted out 30 minutes ago. The Jags apparently are going to reveal a throwback on the 18th, here in a couple days, 2 days away. Have you seen this video?
No.
The Jags just tweeted out 30 minutes ago.
All right.
Well, I mean, I love the Jags and all, but we don't have any throwbacks.
We have throwbacks.
Uniforms have been the same.
No, they're not the same.
Yeah.
We have throwbacks.
What are they? Tell me the difference.
Different kind of. We got all kinds of throwbacks,
Really?
Chief.
I watched.
Remember the year we had? I remember the year I was doing play-by-play. Pross, you were doing the sidelines.
You couldn't read
tell
the
the
Yeah.
numbers.
They got all
It
like
was a
fancy
nightmare.
with them. Like,
oh my God,
the font was terrible.
You're sitting up there in upper deck trying to do play-by-play, and you're like, oh my gosh,
wasn't
who was
working
that?
Wasn't working well at all. That's fair. I did. You know what I caught yesterday?
What'd you get?
The Thunder and Lightning.
that was
football life
that
was
good.
on yesterday.
It was good.
Watched a little bit of it. I really enjoyed the retrospect, and a large part of their deal was on that Denver game. What a game, man! What an upset!
You forget how good those two guys were, too. By the way,
yeah.
We have never, still 30 years, never had a receiver as good as Jimmy or Keenan.
That's fair.
Top 2 all time.
Well, and by the way, and not just that, not close.
No,
like we've had no one in the daggum. Maybe 2 tiers below what those guys were. And we spent some picks now.
Wrapping up here at Metro Diner in Bay Mills. Thanks, everybody who came out.
That
was
was number 2, wasn't
today.
it?
Yeah.
Was that number 2?
That was 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, that was 1.
You had 1. You had 2. I mean,
did you know that was 2 or 1?
That was 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, that was 1.
Exactly.
This is
All
the
right,
drill.
That's
That was
what's
1.
trending. It's brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine. Go to IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. Join me on a better journey to health, and do it today. Call over there and set up your consult. What are you waiting on?
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
The radio station built in Jacksonville for Jacksonville. 1010XL.
Hey, gang, I couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how they treat you when you visit that beautiful showroom off of Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help, just smiles, just having a good time. And whether you want a car, a truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. You know me, I got my boy Blue, that beautiful blue Silverado. I couldn't be any happier. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, that's okay. MoreChevy.com. MoreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you can try. All the vehicles, you'll see them right there. Sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. See what I did there? George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Hey, I can hear from my friends at Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane, his guys, all from here, taking care of people who live here, people like me. I needed a new bathroom. I called Shane Lockhart. Lockhart Construction. Fast, friendly, affordable, clean. In your house, they take care of it. We used them again, and then we used them again. And then I turned them on to all of my friends, and they've used them. My son, they did the outside of his house, resided it. Unbelievable. Looks like the best house on the street. Their family gives your family a better living experience. If you have a construction need, a thought, an idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
You know, I can tell you as a guy, the number one opponent of men's health, it's hassle. How about hassle-free health coverage with Integra Concierge Medicine, personalized, a doctor on demand, handling anything from chronic pain to allergies to sexual health. It's Integra Concierge Medicine.
Dave and Ammon here with Zero Res. So Ammon, you have worked for Zero Res since you were 9 years old. What makes Zero Res the right choice for cleaning carpets and tile?
I can think of 3 simple reasons. We have the best process, the best people, and our promise to do the best cleaning possible every time.
So what deals does Zero Res offering for this month?
July is National Carpet Cleaning Month, so for home carpet cleaning, we're offering $49 per room, and for businesses, we're offering 20% off.
Sounds like a great time to get your carpets cleaned. Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool? Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler?
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller.
That's right, Irv.
If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool. Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
July 16, 1987, New York Yankees' Don Mattingly hits 4th Grand Slam of the season, tying the American League record of homers in 6 straight games.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Ready to drive away with a fortune? Join us at Best Bet St. Augustine for our Fairways to Fortune giveaway. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including a top-of-the-line 6-seater golf cart. Join us July 27th at Best Bet St. Augustine for the big giveaway and hourly cash drawings. Come play and win big at Best Bet St. Augustine, located on State Road 207, seconds away from the I-95 exit. Visit bestbetjax.com for details. That's bestbetjax.com, and we'll see you in St. Augustine.
For over 40 years, Play It Again Sports has served its customers with a winning, sustainable shopping model. Could say, we were recycling before recycling was cool. Save on quality used sporting goods for baseball, softball, lacrosse, hockey, golf, tennis, and more. Or sell us your gently used gear. We buy all sports, all seasons, and offer cash on the spot. Stop by Play It Again Sports today on Merrill Road near 295 or online at playitagainsports.com.
A no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your Awaken 180 results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. No risk, but every reward. With the solution for weight loss, awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's a little different. I've never won a credential
in my life, and was always for 17 years able to get into SEC Media Day without a credential. I had to go back to the room today and get my credential to get in. So that's one of the biggest changes I see. It's not like it used to be.
All right, listen, there's a party to say, hey, welcome to the real world. There's another common sense part that said, hey, yellow shirt, what are you doing? Nick Saban. He's Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously. What? Does Moses need a credential to get into Israel? I mean, what are we doing, dude?
No.
Seriously.
That's fair.
Come on.
But the guy doesn't know. Maybe the guy didn't know,
Then you shouldn't be working security.
Probably not.
Media
Probably
days.
not.
That's what happens when you take
But you can't sit there and say, hey, listen.
No, I know.
Now, listen, if
I
you told
know.
me I'm Nick Saban and I'm like.
He did the right thing. I'll give him credit. Went back up and got it. Apparently, the story was he got ready, put on his credential, and then decided he was going to change ties. So went back in, changed ties, took off his credential, and forgot to put it back on. So it's not like, if you just read the headline, he didn't know he's supposed to have one. Or
all-time great one for me, went to a Super Bowl in, I think it was San Diego. I'm out there at the Super Bowl, and dang, I pick up my credentials, and dang if I don't lose them. Lost my credentials.
To the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, thank God Dan Edwards was working the Super Bowls back then, so I went through Dan.
Was that the local Super Bowl?
No.
It's different.
This is like out in San Diego. And so I go through Dan, and I get the...
That's Nipplegate, isn't it?
No, that was Houston.
Oh.
And I get my credentials. He gives them back, and it's the credentials to the game,
Right.
But the most interesting...
They found the guy?
Well, the most interesting thing about it is, as I got up to my seat, there were dudes waiting for the fake dudes to come up there, and they took them right out.
Good.
So it was kind of funny.
Did they find it, steal it? Do you have any idea?
I think I dropped it.
Yeah.
I think I dropped it in fairness, but you're supposed to return them.
Of course you are.
Would you return them, or would you say,
I'd
hey,
return
we got
them.
seats to the Super Bowl?
No, you return
We going to the bowl.
And by the way, you only got one?
Yeah.
Or did you have UN as photogs?
I think I don't remember. But I just remember losing them. I remember Dan Edwards helping me, and I remember security guys at my seat waiting. Because we always would sit in the auxiliary press at Super Bowls.
Right.
Which is
we got good ones for the Jacksonville. We got lucky because we were local.
Auxiliary press, so people know, are usually seats in the stadium. There's seats, Now some are like at SEC, they'd stick you in the end zone. I mean, it's just different places.
Right.
Different
and sometimes if you're deep auxiliary, you're actually in the bowels of the stadium. They got a big setup.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You're watching on big screen.
That's like
you can only go out for post game or whatever.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville, we just had basically just good upper deck seats.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't bad at all when we sat there for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it still constitutes poking the bear, but I got no room for Colin Montgomery to say anything about anyone.
Yeah, I know.
So for Colin Montgomery to call out Tiger and say he should retire, hey, Colin, first thing first, no one cares what you think. And second thing, I just looked. Yeah, you don't have any majors, son. Did he ever win a single one? He didn't, did he?
No. He could have won
2 or
Phil's
3.
blown U.S. Open at Oakmont. The Bavaro's leaving. Nice to see them. Great people. Love them. Good New York folk.
Good.
Yeah. No relation, by the way.
Mark Bavaro.
Mrs. Doubtfire should not be criticizing
anybody. No, I just don't get it. And Tiger fired back good and short and sweet.
I'm pretty sure he was one of those guys who, like when Phil melted down, was it Oakmont?
Yeah, he was. He could have.
I think he bogeyed or double bogeyed 18 as well. Yeah. So it was a disaster.
Jeff Ogilvie gets to take that one home.
Jeff Ogilvie looks up and goes,
"Well, the G off.
Wait a minute. Did I just win the U.S. Open?"
Right?
Yes, you did, G-off.
Tiger also talked about his decision to turn down the Ryder Cup captaincy. I don't get that one. I'm not buying what he says there. Whatever he says isn't probably the real reason.
Yeah.
But I don't I just
What did he say? Bottom line is he said he's got too much stuff going on.
Yeah,
he's dealing with the live.
He's
part of the live PGA
board,
Tour negotiations.
Yeah, precluded from taking it.
Yeah.
It's Bethpage. That's also another, I would think, attraction. He says he's firmly behind Keegan Bradley's appointment. I know one thing I'm doing if I'm Keegan Bradley. I'm doing it unapologetically, and I don't care what happens between now and the Ryder Cup. Guess what, boys? I'm playing.
Right.
I'm captain's picking me.
Yeah.
I should have been on last time. You didn't put me in.
He said
I'm putting myself in. I don't care.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He said if he earns it, he won't be a captain's pick. If he makes it, he's planning on trying to make it in the top.
Is he close?
6.
Or do we even know?
Oh, I don't know. But that's his goal. He said, I won't pick myself, but if I earn my way on, I will be a
I hate.
What was weird about that whole thing is he said he never had they called him and said, "Do you want to be the Ryder Cup captain?"
Just like no
interview.
I mean, it's almost like they feel bad they didn't put him on the team last time.
It was a bad look. I told you I've done 180s on two athletes lately.
Yeah.
Keegan Bradley and Devontae Adams. I've done 180s on getting because this is one thing these documentaries do is they show you sort of the other side of the story that you don't always get. Like Keegan Bradley was so geeked to make the Ryder Cup team. He had his boys there watching. He had his wife. He's nervous. He gets the phone call. Crushed. Not part of the boys club. They're all, I guess it bothered me. Like they're all on the, giggling and not per se. But
not
you know
at
what I mean?
him. But
hey, JT, Jordo. Yeah, buddy, we're together. The group because they're buds. Well, that's fine, but Keegan deserved it. And so seeing him like that, because I always thought he was like a quirky kind of, his whole putting thing drove me nuts. But I totally did a 180 on him like I did a 180. I told you about Devontae Adams and his quote, and we killed him for it. And now watching this receivers documentary,
and it could go both ways. Sometimes you can like a guy, and you
a lot of respect. Yeah, a lot of respect. So anyway, that's one thing that those things can do for you.
Do you have any expectation at all for Tiger this week?
No. Do you?
I expect him to. We're about due for a WD.
Okay, let me put it this way.
We're about due for a withdrawal.
So you have none. So I would say this, like with Tiger, we do a weekly fantasy thing, and so if you can have up to 10 picks, and sometimes you're left with
no point.
0.47, and that's where Tiger is these days, right? And you'll look, look, there's Tiger. Okay, cool.
I'll still take him over some.
But that would be the only way,
right?
Over somebody else down at 0.46, consonant guy.
Right, consonant guy who will be on the leaderboard today. Or Thursday, at some point, consonant guy from Czechoslovakia or wherever, Czech Republic, as it were.
Uh-huh.
All right, time to cool down.
Yeah.
Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
I tell you this, I got to cool down from this great day we've had at Metro Diner. So many nice people. A lot of Googans came out here. The service was great. We appreciate the folks here at Metro Diner Bay Meadows having us out here. And, of course, the food is awesome here. It always is. And I'm full. I had a big old breakfast,
delicious.
And it was
the Bissell breakfast. Yeah. Probably about
So anyway, that's what I'm cooling down. I appreciate it. It was a good, fun day. Nobody choked, so we got no injuries.
Yeah.
We had
no lawsuits.
Yeah, no lawsuits.
No embarrassments.
No, nobody got embarrassed.
Yeah.
We kept our shirts on.
Oof.
Right. So in the end, our last two here.
Yeah.
Well, we got one more in the corner. We got three standing. We're going to the movies here.
Nice. What are we seeing?
We're seeing In-N-Out 2.
In-N-Out 2. Yeah.
In-N-Out 2.
Yeah.
And make sure Dad buys you candy. Make sure Dad buys you candy.
I heard good things. All right, I'm going to cool down with...
First time she smiled since she's been here. I'll go to the stupid radio show, Dad.
But you're going to.
But after that, we're going to a movie.
All right. I'm going to cool down on, look, whether you call it spoiled or just, swimming against the current. Tell me the last time, Dan, that the MLB All-Star game was played and the Braves didn't have a starter.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, the Braves, there's no Atlanta Brave in the starting lineup of the Major League Baseball All-Star game tonight. Just 3 in the game. And by the way, they had, I think, 5-6 starters last year, and one guy who wasn't even on the team, Marcell Ozuna, is the only.
Isn't the All-Star game in Atlanta next year?
I think so. They're going to give it back, or will they move that one to Denver also?
No, they gave it back. They gave it back,
I think
which
it's
is
in
good.
Atlanta next
year. For now.
Hey,
by the way, we're having an election between now and then. Don't count your chickens.
Yeah.
That's why they moved it, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole election thing.
Oh, yeah.
The stupidity. All right, that'll do it. I appreciate our
they were great.
Yeah, our host here at the Metro Diner. We had a terrific time. Hope you were able to come out and enjoy us. Our 1010XL's Boots on the Ground coverage from SEC Media Days gets going today in earnest. So
Georgia's up first today.
Georgia. That means Carson Beck in addition to Kirby Smart. Gators are up tomorrow. Shows are there. The social media. You can check out some fresh stuff on the YouTube and Twitter that you're not getting on the radio as well. So be sure to take advantage of that. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It's been a Calvin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.